And the message this morning is, if you have Jesus Christ in your boat, any situation, any dead situation in your life would receive life. Any problem, any challenge that has persisted for so long, it would come to an end. That is the message the song carries this morning. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning, and we are happy to be back on your TV sets and on your radio sets again with Ghana's most educative, most objective, and the show that seeks to give you the microphone to tell the world what your problems are. Ghana's #1 morning show, the Happy Morning Show. Me mo bibia akwaba eba dwumedi no so anope. Midin Edi Raymond Nyamado metinemu ama Sami Eshen. Na dwumedi ye hyase na ye be hyase right about now to 9 a.m. Enti mo hye no so say niema bebre ene bekoso ewo show no so anope. Ye be hyase na ye be hyase with road safety tidbits. ACP Victor Tando retired. Baba Cancer or the Ensemble Ebebre on how to stay safe on our roads this morning as we begin our day. Here we are now, the headlines of the newspapers and the better so in some newspapers no at Yabano Peno will bring you up to speed with what the papers are reporting this morning. Here we are, Ghana Meteorological Agency or weather update for the next 24 hours. No, Yabeka Hunsem now also no COVID-19 updates. Numbers are recorded as a nation so far. Ghana Health Service, my updater, would share with the rest of the country and pay a happy morning show. No, so now about 7 o'clock, Emmanuel Buidi Ebebre sports updates in Sema Ekoso from the world of sports in Ano. Obebono Tofa Amaye Ewo show. No, so then the discussions would begin. Now, say 4 teacher unions, NAT, NAGRAT, CCT, and ETEU, declare indefinite strike following government's refusal to hit to deadline. The two just said June 30 day. Now, I say about to making sure say some 20% cost of living allowance there. Now, I say about to me and making sure say obetu hu na we teachers ne say enya dia ombeko classroom ni biom because a come do one now almost say share inflation numbers are her country now almost so how mo bottom into aban ema mo kola ne dia indefinite strike and sa 4 teacher unions no omo declare yene omo betwetwe nkomo no pay na ye hu pepia instem ne nyina egina na ye wiesa discussion na wonsa ka Ghana card na deadline for registration of SIM cards no Enchebia Ebedru 31st of July. NTA catcher say Enyadia on extended deadline no. As we speak, National Identification Authority say some 16 million plus Ghanaians have registered. Now out of that number no, some 13 million plus Ghanaians and our Musaka Mokad. Meaning say the deficit of 3 million Ghanaians there Enyadia or Musaka Mogana card. This means that Enyadia on betumi completed transactions our bank bia. Now July 31st deadline no eba enya dia omo SIM cards be yejuma den na challenge no National Identification Authority catcher say some 276 district offices and some 16 regional offices there omo operational and adentin still your backlog nejina ye bedi hu komo no pay onyanya wo card and I say one challenge or the other as far as the national identification card no a concern ye be be phone lines no na wo so afre na wache wadwin IMF discussions no eguso ekoso dindindin aban say onisika obeko IMF for bailout balance of payment support Mpenyimfo Nyame Adoma IMF Mpenyimfo beba betu krom ha on Wednesday to begin formal engagement with the government of Ghana. Nenyina eyensema yebedi hu komo na ye kase you know there are calls for the resignation of the finance minister. They also calls the finance minister no because of the position say enya dey say Ghana to me call IMF no enya ono and also to me lead this discussion. We also there are concerns about who leads the economic management team. Is it the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and Ahoy and that management team now? No, Nina a Koma Yebedi, and also no, the debate chatter and they say IMF na Ghana year kono, ding and I expect to say benye frame. Nema best I will chrome ha na inflation figures no ebe improve your forex no your CDR enya there against the dollar no ebe improve na Nina a very important discussions we have on the Happy Morning Show this morning. It's a wabe joining idea making sure say wapo seat belt because you new be too far from now to 9 a.m. you din sempa ene nyumpa ene instem de epepremu ewo tubeti no so ya bada ne onkakra ya papaka ACP Victor Tandor retired. Baba Cancer or the road safety tidbits everywhere. Emiraso said the road safety tidbits everywhere ewo Jimediano so ACP Victor Tandor retired. Aba Homano so yene de between komo. ACP mema good morning anope.
Me John so this year.
Mema kwa baso. Na ACP anope dien na yesu ya.
Yo me do wase. Ejuma for more happy FM. Moduma penti no me se so dum program ko so ran kam ho. On kam ho no ko so nti na nim so enchire mo. Etie for mutik media no pe mamu nyina achi. Mama ti adehye. Edbo be say media kese so happy FM 98.9. Na pe Bema Raymond Nyamado ono ana da so eti edwemo. Omo bon ti dom ni bi ne Isaac Adey. Ene a rapper Fati Shaibu. Sefa Dankwa and so as honor Justice Nati. The Pastor Thomas and a director Kwame Damte. Omina so ebuano. Yade yame sibusho politiki for so needing yet mama the party and yes strong or dim. Ene kita unsa nebosomene da etoso enum an kakrakra yade yamiase na nyamene de na seso ni edin ye you be na nyanse jede nyanse ya mesemo me na the capital for people me and church and one pay the by his grace that we are alive. I mean share the capital from penning for that ikuna no penny boachi apia and commissioner of police retired or no any president abedi chire Commissioner of Police retired, and I'm getting any body on the vice. Secretary, Ora George Ankobel, George only until me mama channel pay. Near Odiho Treasurer, Bema Godson Kwesi Amwa on not fees can at the mine. Financial Secretary, Bema Ankuma Edu Chum. Bema only my minimum channel pay. Afi Assistant Secretary. Hey, big brother, Bema Bampo, young Kamadisha. Bema, only Busan folk me, Mammy Nachi. And Accra Regional Welfare Officer, Victor Amadeket. And Victor only anti Mary, Mammy Nachi, the main station of Munera. So for the PS or any echoes, you could be contained by a bad thing. I dear ye could ye cafetia, a coincia, and no ever brassy. Then so it will be a coincidence go now, so what here. Na say na ko ebibie ho na ko ebibie ho na se be koso akasa ho abohu dewuro se nya manfo be hwe hu yi na ko nje ba ko esi krobo efom hanom ekro ni bi so na wutie mu ya na ehwem pa eskufu pa nketesia mienu a wo mo ne krachi bi so mo ko tran hin fa ko tran hin humachi no mienu ediko afina omudi mutono nam ai na fi fofie antwata akontie bi ekusi buram na school for nketesian ba ko ye watwa nananom aketesian ba ko ofaho beto said no nyina no ewura no ontimi nti nani papa no okura moto abrante ni de on de nyamnyadom de prano na ano ewo fom kakra na eno ena mi bisa say enti awofo yaja yema no epe edi amawo na se oba oku school die ka mati no mienu a onam no adden ama mi so wada awu enkrom wada awu enkrom yesa bokwa no school pon wadwane afi school ofi o a day student ofifie no ku school upon no aba ona and then miko hu bi Samankase mpeni for fi na nsifo na school for pa mketesia ni wanyi kura wo mu be say 20 years ibi na hu say 16 14 18 na hey ba ku kura Guinness na bi mu so twahia peke babu ato na me dey say na kwale do me dey nyiska na kebab any Guinness eba yo we no abusafo si ya hwe no me bi ya time of ena eba binyini enam log kwen so etwihyen eti boto so eti basket so enam log ti ahwe no ma bi ye na mo free am fe nyame suro nyame do ai mo bra bidru bibi no asa wo ba so na wuni ba wo ba so wuni ba we abayo we si oko eka eno akopa abefie abayo ba ko so ni die mu otin onye nkoye kura na eka ena odi abefie usafo mama ya ni enkoye ma no ho oka no sun kura nyefie ka oka no mu na kura mpo a nyefie lord kwa no so die me say mama mu yemfa ya yesem enko lord kwa no so na lord kwa na da ho no hawa ono a wodwen no ho hawa wo lord kwa so no wodwen no ho bema kwashi o Toyota Ghana Company Limited one imperial ni bibraba bema ma one ebusuafo nyina achia no pay ya men koso nka ho no hwehwira se da biara woni je sai meti ho woni je hu ya men ka ho ebusuafo dum project ni ho okay nyina ho leduma pa biara esi eni so no ejanu ma no nye adom eni nhira efema
say anope or the road safety tidbits abe ewo dwumedie no so ACP Victor Tando retired and a tenenka ewo show no so na mamenka will say road safety tidbits out the abe DBR dano or make sure say before open free you know what you need to know, what you have to do on the roads just to make sure say we are safe no ACP and born home modern say at least you know ka crowd be tuja say na be ya or the be show ko to dwemu there or the bread bia e wo dwumedi no so ye ka say nsio e to den nti o free make sure say we wipers and our wiper blades e ye dwuma if you have to drive through the rain there make sure say wiper blade no e ye dwuma na make sure say o control speed e wo kwan so because bibi wo ho a friend no aquaplaning ni nyina e ya dia to be a hard year pass and so to avoid pools of water just say who say pool e wo kwan no so and so a time bebre na o person of fema make sure so o drop your speed or reduce your speed ni nyina e be boy no pay ya ye wa akra and so eto e wo some parts no ni nyina be boy na yetumi eto dwumedia ye kwa akodi no so ye be to dwumedia no so na ye the headlines of the newspapers and e be breath for Fati Shaibu Ali ene se fadanko baba be cancer on be boame na yetumi eto adwumedia no so. If you just tuned in, this is the Happy Morning Show. We are live on Happy 98.9 FM. We're also live on ETV Ghana and on your Facebook handle. So no, we are live. Oh share our Happy FM, your platform. No so our Facebook. Oh share so our ETV Ghana, your Facebook handle. No so na mamenka will say Jumedi no yashasi 9 o'clock and I do by we here in Sema. Oh dream who say also obe express your thoughts. Our show no so no 020. 222067 020222067 bet me adjourn on WhatsApp. Later on in the show, no, we'll open the phone lines for you to share your thoughts with us on pertinent issues. Also, opese voice out our Happy Morning Show. No so, Fati Shaibu Ali, our menchano paya. Meneno and a bedi Jumedi no chiamia. Memana kwaba eba Jumedi no Fati. Memana kwaba eba Morning Show. No so. Sefa Dankwa S. Na esno Samuel Sefa ma kwaba eba dwumedi no so
na ya mbo
se me ka chiro
azabi me baja mu nyina
osa I don't know if
I was in the other office
osa
busa
okay and me ma kwaba
yeah eja
anope nsembebre ene koso a
osa ya eja nkyerese obetimi awo ya eja kyerese oye papa
okay David cheche mu bi o se den
ya eja enkyerese onya ne betimi awo ya eja kyerese onya no ye papa what I say
ntimi ye papa
ya ena kyerese onya ne ye maame
osa okay o dem ti ase about o dem fa nsa
teenage pregnancy so
we mean theater about your fancy. Sefa.
A teenage pregnancy there.
And Beno. Main campona.
I can't remember. Would you want to know? Na majo ya utriso.
Siva adopi wabedi fire shots here.
On the ya utriso note no. That is a Chronicles, the Obokrata and the share a Jumedi Nasi and Anopia. Cabinet Japan reflects on brutal murder of father 40 years ago and says, stop joking with coup. Nobody should make mention of coup. If you have lived through it, you will know that it is not something to joke with. A year, Ura Cabinet Japan and Wakasa Efa ne Papa Yekuno Ewa Fe Apim Ahankrung any edu watche emienu eno. Collective efforts must ensure Ghana wins. John Kuma, Deputy Finance Minister, wano ena wakasa same way. Suspected coup plotters to know fate on July 25th, 2022. The story comes with a picture of ACP Agbozo, one of the accused persons. NLA introduces Sunday draw. And then they say, Monday will be, Tuesday will be, Wednesday will be, Thursday will be, Friday will be, my boss one. Me am say a cameraman back on the near Jeff. Papa. Yemumra Chronicle, the Bokrata and Anope, and stories kakre woman. Memfa bi emre ahwefo ene etiefo nana afia ko bi se wa Mighty Library Commission and also ewo ho other stories near police seal Ondo Church where 77 persons were rescued. Premium Trust Bank opens new branch in Efurum, Delta State. We international news, but ewo abibimai Africa mu. Ghana's youth employment challenge requires a holistic policy environment. And also, GIS begins training of intelligence and prosecuting officers to combat threats. And also, Oko Frau Mountain Moa was say Ho Expo 2022 slated for August and September. And also, final story I made the Tratoni say demolition deadline about to pass for Cairo's historic house boats. We need some of the stories that offer the Chronicle double crater and more. Obetimi but there is a story about 87% of population practice open defecation in Bono East.
The new crusading guide. Government's decision to seek IMF support justified, Information Minister Enna Eka. Cocktail of a third world war and a stoic Akufo-Addo. And also Ewo Honum. Tema motorway roundabout phase 2 begins September. Bust ranks 8th on Public Enterprises League table. Blame Mahama for wasting Ghana's economic resources. Razak Ojopoku Enna Eka. Collective effort must ensure Ghana wins. Dr. John Kuma Enna Eka Sasemwe. Copenhagen shooting. Gunman to face judge for questioning. Jayland Walker. Ohio police release video of deadly suspect chase. And no Ewo Honum. Ghana's Abanga Farms and Food Systems and Namibia's Midco in big partnership. World Bank appoints Ghanaian as new vice president for Eastern and Southern Africa. ECOWAS lifts Mali sanctions, agrees on Burkina transition. Morocco, the safest home for sub-Saharan migrants. Libya oil blockade causes over $3.5 billion in losses. Sasso and Adankwame community mining scheme launched. 2,000 direct jobs to be created. Youth of Africa call for participation in governance and transformative democracy. Nat Nagra Tewu and CCT Ghana embark on strike. And no Ewo Honum. Achim's rally behind Alan Cash as thousands walk to promote him ahead of presidential primaries. Way air stories are offer the new crusading guide.
Party story no. Na walk na didn't walk. Alan Cash would be a story.
Thousands of people over the weekend invaded the principal street of Chebi in the eastern region with a walk to show their support to Mr. Alan Kojo Trematin, Alan Cash.
Siva, sir, send a name kono. maybe say a question.
F.
MPP
Primaries
presidential
na,
primaries.
Now, Osha between Alan Cash and John Alan Kojo Tremantin.
Alan Cash and John Alan Kojo Tremantin.
Yes,
they different people.
They didn't know.
Yeah,
Okay. Any Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. We show you two now. Head to head.
Aye day.
When the war, when NPP to me tune swaba, who GDA say, Ghana for can say okay. We have confidence in this man, and we want him to break the 8. And I say, we want him to go and come back.
See, breaking the 8 will
So
not just.
if I were a simple question.
No.
At this juncture, at this particular juncture,
it's not as simple as you may think
at
that it
this
is.
very
At this very
particular
juncture,
juncture,
It is
of
not.
5
It is not
Ghana
about the
cedis.
person.
Massa, at this particular juncture, where
It is not
people
about
are
the
buying
person.
50 cedis for Land Cruiser, Alan Cash, and a lady.
So,
Oh yes.
oh, okay.
Yes.
So far, what's what?
But to say at this juncture, El Brahman for to Land Cruiser.
I cannot do so whole.
They will say a man for
Kennedy near dark horse.
Few of
cedis from
That
Land Cruiser.
Diesel, 1 liter grind, 1450.
Into
What do I say?
them.
Also waiting the other 3 liters. So it's not just, it won't be just about the person.
It goes beyond.
It goes beyond the
But
person.
if we are dealing with the person,
Look, we need to be frank with ourselves.
this is Vice President
I'm
Bawumia,
saying
and this
say-
is Alan Cash.
I'm saying that it will not just be about the person. You see, the party may decide on who to lead the party, the party into the 2024 elections. But to break the 8, within the party, yes, of course, I mean, the stakes are high.
For
So, compare the two, Bawumia against Alan Tremantin.
Sefa, what's the things are? Sefa, me say, NPP delegate near Alan Cash near Bawumia near.
Well, I'm not in the minds of the delegates.
Sefa,
It'll be very difficult for me.
Sefa, young coin,
Because the lines are not clear as we speak now.
lines in your clear.
No. Don't let anybody deceive anybody.
Also, there are other people in the race, not two
Wabo,
Kennedy Japan or your dark horse. Or dark horse. What's the dark horses? No, dynamics no a bit. Ultimately,
Yeah.
Mo shada in near nim horse, but more race no.
Yeah.
Ultimately, and I won't be surprised if come election day, no, he steps down and says, "They may be supported that way." Some of these things are possible.
Yeah.
But I'm calling him. I'm sure say we'll get into the matters. But I'm disappointed in you this morning.
Why are you disappointed in me? I'm saying, say, don't let anybody deceive
Sefa,
you. Say,
yeah.
the race is a clear-cut one.
Mami,
It isn't.
baby, I'm tea.
No, it isn't.
Baby, I'm tea.
Me say, it isn't.
See, from where I sit,
Yes.
baby, I'm tea is here, looking through this water bottle. Sefa, Alan Cash, on the quiet, a banner, 1 district, 1 F, 1 district, 1 factory, a banner, what he's been able to do in the trade and industry ministry, low key, without making noise, but the Juma Kasamana. And looking at what Vice President Bawumia, economic whiskey, Wali Adam Smith, looking at how he has led the economic management team. I've heard people make the argument say he's not the leader of the economic management team, but
For that one, we can't even tell.
exactly
Because per the constitution, he's supposed to lead.
very well. So, per what we've seen so far, is here no IMF and Ababe Boaje Suidi. So I am not sure any Ghanaian anywhere would have the confidence to say he can competently lead Ghana to the promised land. That's
the entire generation. But you see, within the party,
now party for nowhere to go list.
No, hold on. Within the party,
Party for nowhere to go
it's
list.
not clear cut as we speak now. So to you,
And your party
to
for
many
Yana.
Ghanaians,
And your
to
party
many
for
Ghanaians,
Yana.
it may be a clear cut decision for them. But within the party, it's not a clear cut decision.
Sefa, any party for Yana, or driving Range Rover, Wakoto, diesel 60 cities. Any party for Yana, method okuno 3 cities, no so to be. And no more, the same economy. Daily Graphic and OPC. Yes. Daily Graphic and OPC. Driving transformation agenda. You receive needed support. President assures private sector. IMF team arrives today, led by mission chief. Teachers declare industrial action. Open your defense. Court directs Major Mahamas alleged killers. Otuaso our paper number. Other stories say ECOWAS lifts Mali sanctions. Agrees on Burkina Faso transition. 30 Nigerian soldiers killed in ambush. Macron reshuffles cabinet after election struggle. Strengthen FDA to approve vaccines. Health committee in parliament tells government. Na Okupiemo or other parts of the paper. Other stories say, I'll provide opportunities for NPP members. Aspiring chairman touts credentials. Now, aspiring chairman way yes, Samit Krab. Relocation of a Mary plant will stabilize power. Energy minister. Protect public purse. KMA chief executive urges staff. Genetic medicine center construction takes off. 436 Eastern region artisans receive training and startup kit. Going to IMF, a tragic mistake. TUC. Committee inaugurated to develop action plan on business and human rights. Addressing terrorism and violent extremism. Military action not enough. Dr. Chambers and Odessa Kowe about Magdan inspires Tamale youth at 3rd Entrepreneurship Forum. NHIS to cover medication for sickle cell. You know, good news about Institute of Taxation induct 72 new members. Now, so far, Jumabena Institute, 72 new members. Omo ya den.
We need to find them and accept. They'll tell us.
We other stories are the Daily Graphic Ediaba.
Yeah, for Ghanaian Times, the work rate and fan torch media so 4 teacher unions down tools nationwide declare strike to press home demand for cost of living allowance COLA. The story comes with the picture of Mr. Thomas Tanko Musa, General Secretary of the Ghana National Association of Teachers. Amidst economic challenges, President holds breakfast meeting with major players in private sector. NHIA to pay hospitals 30% more for medicines. Major Mahama case, prima facie case made against 14 suspected persons. And also a story of Ghanaian Times, the Bokrata and Menano Pay Alphabet Mihu, and be Akinkai. Prosecution witness, farmers were unhappy about stoppage of Litovit supply. And also Ewoho, TUC going to IMF is tragic mistake. You know, see a story of Ghanaian Times, the Bokrata and Menano Pay Alphabet me and be Akinkai Ewomo. Government engages with IMF, receives mixed reactions. Engagement with IMF receives mixed reaction from the public. Storm Bonnie leaves deadly trail in Central America. NATO summit set to further militarize Europe, expand in Africa. That is a big questioner. Mahama, let's rededicate ourselves to nation building. And also, Ghana records 149 new cases of COVID-19. Curb contract procurement breaches, MMDAs implored. Create sustainable jobs to protect nation from insurgency. And also, government urged to intensify fight against corruption in the country. Political scientist expresses misgivings over IMF bailout. And also a story of Ghanaian Times, the Bokrata and Menofa Bitminya Biakenkai. ICU calls on government to come clear with program with IMF. The story comes with a picture of Mr. Morgan Ayawini or no NAA Penya or that ICU. Other stories in here. Professor Obu honored by Indian Medical Association in modern naturopathy. And also when stories are offer the Ghanaian Times the Bokrata and Anopea bit me who when you be a king kind of
Daybreak. Samir Wuku blows 97,000 on executive special alcoholic hampers. Will resist unfavorable IMF conditionalities. TUC NRECA. Prof Legacy sent Mahama to IMF. NDC scribe MPs fight and no Ewo Honum. Sasso and Copenhagen shooting gunman charged in court with murder. Ohio police release video of deadly suspect chase. Storm Bonnie leads deadly trails in Central America. So and let's be security conscious as a nation. Methodist Bishop B.N. Eka. What's this noise about Ghana going to the IMF and no a village oracle by Papavi Yaovi? So and Golden Tulip hotels not sold, leased for 12 years. Management and Eka. Private sector key to Ghana's socio-economic development. President Akufo-Addo. Eben Chambers withdraws as ECOWAS envoy to Guinea. Way a Daybreak newspaper.
Daily Statesman Anope say strong push for rent reforms. Stakeholders review existing rent laws. Way a big story on front page of the Daily Statesman. Sami Fati Wenibeche sa story we home. Operation Clean Your Frontage Task Force cautioned against extortion. Joseph Kujo, government will manage economy out of IMF. MCE supports flood victims with relief items. Eben Chambers withdraws as ECOWAS envoy to Guinea. Way any stories our front page of the Daily Statesman.
The Meridian Double Crater, any day to us, so banner headline at that Meridian Double Crater and him and paying competence, corruption led Mahama to IMF, CVM founder. Anyway, no comment. Yeah, to us. Bost ranked 8th on Public Enterprises League table. And the story comes with a picture of Oscar Provinca, CEO of Bost. NDC will boot out NPP in 2024 elections. Teacher unions strike over cost of living allowance and also IMF bailout. Ghana likely to get about $2 billion. Kojo upon Kroma Information Minister and this assembly to a job. Senior Hosi to step down as Chief Executive Officer of Chamber of Bulk Oil Distributors. And also a story the Meridian Double Crater and no pay. Physician assistants threaten legal action over scope of practice document. And also a story what Meridian Double Crater and government can't abolish e-levy despite IMF moves. It's and it is a same way to a job. We any stories are offer Meridian Double Crater and I pay a bit me who can kayomu.
I won't shut up. Kennedy Japan Fumes says we can't use face of those who took us to IMF to break the 8. NLA begins Sunday as a that draw. Hey! More of him!
I don't miss that. What's that? There's
more of them.
I won't say, you see, OSHA system no man. Lotto be on Sunday, a friend international lotto. You know. Oh, Nyabotre. Well, these are serious matters.
No wonder now we change the person over here.
No. Oh, say a bandisa. Oh, say there's a market for lottery on Sundays. So,
but there is one already on the weekend, Saturdays.
Sa international no. Enye draw a fat through national lotteries. Until if they want to make sure say sa customers now and come make chat sa international illegal lottery. That's so much mobile. No be chat with NLA platform. I said that. It's that draw away so no. I think that as part of helping boost revenue. Oh, I said that no to the customers.
Amasia West fails to meet revenue target for first quarter. 3,000 jobs open for Echumwamponia youth. Minister commissions community mining concessions. Education Minister hot as teacher unions declare indefinite strike over cola. And no ewo honum saso and other stories are Ubenyakai essay. Mahama went to IMF over misuse of funds, unlike Akufo-Addo. This will collapse a government in a serious country. And no a feature Samson Lade Ayenine Atro Ewo the Yanko newspaper which me Apebi Akai. Saso and Land Ministry unlikely to provide data on state lands transferred to individuals since 2017. Samuel Abu Jinapo Ena Eka Saso Ena 2000 and Kwame residents set to benefit from community mining scheme. Curbing harassment at workplaces, government urged to rectify ILOC 190. We closed fishing season before official closing over Premix Volta fishermen and Eka. No dynamite explosion at Santa Maria, Gas Central MCE and Eka. Mipacho insuno ano ayeding entino se uwo fie na unfifie na insuno crying sha se wo fie but who nim se obetu kwan aba circle around circle Accra Asylum down Ring Road area honoma mipacho tina fie why insuno na no ayeding entitina fie and sha se wo fie cry now be this these areas here mabibo ya mipacho tina fie keep safe out there. Oh, drive here. Now, Benya baby, papa park here. Me pacho parking. And fancy no more mansu no and found no car no enco. Me pacho. Na se see a baby and cafe since you to bear 30 minutes. And now bear 10 minutes. It to me flooding no. Se see and see no petit 5 seconds. A whole it to me flooding. A your fan call barrier sem and a making.
Sefa, me pese oji newspaper we to mama newspaper we. Oh, newspaper we. Samuel Uku blows 97,000 Ghana cedis. Fatwa man. Yes.
97,000 Ghana cedis on executive special alcoholic hampers.
Said there's a ban on.
97,000
Said there's a ban on. They said there's a ban on hampers.
Yeah, there was.
No.
There was
at the time.
There
Yes.
was. And there's several
at
years.
what point was it lifted?
Oh, several years.
Former president.
At what point was it lifted?
Former president.
Oh.
No, but we still have to go into that matter. Because
Hey, now she drinks, see. She
hampers
drinks,
in
see.
Nigeria too.
For just 97 pay. Look at the drinks. Masa, I'm not for no one, Papa. Hey.
No, we'll deal with this subject because
It was
was
value
special
for
interest.
money.
Value for money.
Value, she drinks, you know.
no. So wait.
Value for
No,
money.
what would mami we'll deal with this matter. The finder and opay say government engages private sector to chart a common path to economic recovery. IMF bailout. Ghana can win with collective efforts. John Kuma. NHIA to pay hospitals 30% more for medicines. Teacher unions on indefinite strike over 20% COLA demand. Going to IMF is a tragic mistake. TUC. IMF negotiations begin tomorrow. We air stories and opinion finder Ediaba.
We need the infant.
Yeah, kind of that.
Memphis Google News and Twaso. 2 priests kidnapped in South Nigeria. Hey, Nigeria and kidnapping. See, I'm more attacking churches. Ghana Hajj Board explains challenges. Ghana's Pan-African Heritage Museum seeks to reclaim Africa's history. So and other stories when you're interesting. Google News me live stream happy morning show. Yeah. Mubo Google.
Oh, sir.
Oh, yes.
Very well.
Yeah.
Oh, very well.
Yeah, everywhere.
Russia-Ukraine war affecting Ghana more than worrying factions. Me whole picture of Sam Jata George Ewohonom. Domahene implores Bono chiefs to pool resources to boost economy. Nkoko Stadium construction to cost 27 million cedis. Urgent need to increase minimum wage. Ghana Federation of Labour. Ghana Federation of Labour.
Yeah.
Urgent need to increase minimum wage. IMF bailout. Anyone who can justify MPP's move can defend Satan in heaven.
Hey. One Gaza.
Me who picture of General Mosquito or Honum. And see, I just say, me be na mashe say, no kaya na say no kaya.
No, would be.
But the story comes
for the avoidance of that.
The picture. Okay, I'm gonna say. General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress, Johnson Asiedun Katia, has asked President, His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, to dispense with the services of Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta and also disband the economic management team if he wants to really end the suffering of the masses through the International Monetary Fund. He says failure to take that action will result in Ghana being forever stuck in economic Speaking on OKFM's Adiachi Ebia program, he said the country's dire, I quote, I say, Ghana received a lot of anyone who is able to defend MPP's decision to go to the IMF for bailout with this inexplicable analysis can defend Satan in heaven. Yes. It's a
So far, we're a quote of the week.
okay.
Anyone who is able to explain to defend MPP's
decision
to go to the
IMF for bailout
can defend Satan in heaven.
As
Satan go to heaven.
As Satan ako heaven.
And happyghana.com and say IMF bailout, NPP government has the most revenue resources in the history of our country. NDC's Henry Osei Akoto video, Arise Ghana demo, accounts of day one bias against police. Happy FM's Ni Okanta. Power, honest President Nana Akufo-Addo, others at its General Assembly. ECOWAS lift sanctions on Mali, rejects 36-month transition proposed by Guinea junta. IMF bailout, we won't apologize, Boabin Asamoah to Ghanaians. As if I am. 4 teacher unions declare indefinite strike. Golden Tulip Hotels not sold. Maiden PLT Awards, Nidina ASMA, Ewaha, wait, the stories and pay happyghana.com.
So na call citynewsroom.com and I know the IMF team to arrive in Ghana today. Bailout talks begin on Wednesday. Let's find permanent solutions to economic challenges to avert IMF bailout in the future. UTAG and this is we have to IMF negotiations will be in best interest of Ghanaians. Kojo upon Kroma Information Minister and all this as we have to surcharge persons involved in procurement breaches, CSOs to Auditor General and also Ewoho. Upon Kroma shrugs of calls for Fourier test resignation and also story at citynewsroom.com and I bit me honya biakenkai. Golden Tulip Hotels not sold, leased for 12 years. Management and this has we have to High Court direct accused Major Mahama Kellis to open their defense and also Edward Barr raises red flags over decommissioning of Salt Pond oil fields. Taluk Ghana awards KNK contracts to Petrofac as part of transformation project. Seeking IMF bailout doesn't mean e-levy has failed. Kojo upon Kroma Eneka assassin way and NDC will boot out NPP in 2024 elections. As you don't get here and I walk assassin way.
Sudan's Baran says army to withdraw from political talks. UN rights mission finds probable mass graves in Libya. Nigerian minister, wrong time to remove fuel subsidies. And no ever honum leaders of Congo and Rwanda to meet for talks in Luanda. Where air stories are oko Reuters News and Opea Ubenye B Akai.
More updates from CNN. Na Anopei oko CNN website no so stories ewaha ebi essay. Suspect in custody after July 4 parade shooting. Putin praises Russian forces for taking Luhansk region. Chinese-Canadian tycoon faces trial in China without consular access, embassy says. As Korean employees return to office, so does Gapgil workplace harassment. CNN published it and Chinese F1 star says safety device saved his life during horrific crash. Irish woman shares devastating experience that may become reality for many Americans. The Lost World, new book highlights Japan's abandoned rural space. Stories are oko CNN.com. I'll bet you be akai.
BBC.com stories are oko habit me enya biaken kan family after 4 near T4 suspect arrested over 4th July mass shooting and also Putin presses on with Ukraine war after Lishank. Sri Lanka, I can't afford milk for my babies. The situation in Sri Lanka is very critical. India bans service charge at hotels and restaurants. Other stories are Okwa Bitminya Biakinkani. Copenhagen shopping mall gunman charged with murder. Australia floods put 50,000 on evacuation alert. Drought emergency declared in northern Italy. Many stories are okobbbc.com and Anopea Bitminya Biakinkani.
If you just joined us, time check, 28 minutes past 6. Jumediano at the Happy Morning Show. We are live on Happy 98.9 FM. We're also live on ETV Ghana. We are live on our Facebook pages. Tell a friend to join us on the show this morning. Ghana Meteorological Agency the weather update for the next 24 hours. Na Osha updates are for this morning. Okopiemo El Aflau and Accra. Slight rains this morning. With temperature expected to be around 25 degrees Celsius. In the afternoon, it's expected that we'll have 40% rain. It's in Siobeto afternoon. Per weather, no, but as in Siono, Ashasi and Tem, Ewa Flow and Accra. Temperature would be around 31 degrees Celsius. It will be partly cloudy in the evening. The temperature is expected to be around 28 degrees Celsius. Okopiemo Ewa Kaswa, Cape Coast, Takrady, and Axim. This morning, it will be cloudy Ewa Sa City's Way. And temperature is expected to be around 25 degrees Celsius. In the afternoon, we are expecting rain. Our Cape Coast, Takrady, Axim, and Ho. It would rain this afternoon. Our City's Way. Temperature expected to be around 30 degrees Celsius. It will be partly cloudy today. Our City's Way. Temperature expected to be around 27 degrees Celsius. Yakopiemo, our Ho, Koforidua, and Axima. For most part of this morning, they would experience 60% mist. Temperature should be between 22 and 23 degrees Celsius. And Ho, Koforidua, Axim, it would rain this afternoon into Monshan so. And temperature should be between 30 and 33 degrees Celsius. It will be partly cloudy in these areas. Now, Okopiemo El Kumasi and Opea, it will be cloudy. Temperature expected to be around 24 degrees Celsius. It would rain this afternoon. Kumasi into Monshan so 40% chance of rain. And expected, and it will be partly cloudy in the evening in Kumasi. Yakopiemo Ewo Yendi, Tamale, Bole, Damongo, Bolgatanga, Nalerugo, Enewa. It will be partly cloudy this morning. Temperature should be between 23 and 24 degrees Celsius. Now, still Ewo Yendi, Tamale, Bole, Damongo, Bolgatanga, Nalerugo, Enewa. Sunny intervals are expected this afternoon, with the temperature expected to be around 34 degrees Celsius. Ewo Yendi, Tamale, Bole, Damongo, Bolgatanga, Nalerugo, Enewa in the evening. It will be partly cloudy. Until for most parts of the country and most cities in the country, this evening it will be partly cloudy. We'll be experiencing some rainy conditions. Most parts of the cities are Medican, Apopo, and Opei, Jumedian, St. Monshan. So, Accra, we are already experiencing heavy rains as the day progresses. As much as possible, take note of the weather updates and try to stay safe.
Okay. NLA Sunday Asedano live draw 6 p.m. into after church. Yes. If you want to my uncle, Ghana Health Service na COVID-19 update and to us. So active cases 1,483. Confirmed cases 166,546. And new cases 148. Death 1,452. Recoveries and discharge 163,611. If you want to now, go straight to social media. Akofa Trent, Abra eti for any ashefo. Kofi Ajololo or actor na or trendy na Kofi Ajololo na Shatawale Mame na aba abetoja hu say omo ba be ware. Now, the old boy and girl who are believed to be in their 60s disclosed their love affair and wedding plans in an interview on Hot FM. And this PM na comment by Abra information no ebe told you any. Ruth say, is he aware that his abonomaba is a chronic noise maker? Pa alone can even wake you up from death. McCarthy say, I heard Shatawale is recording a diss song for their wedding. Nanasi, man, you've got a troublesome stepson. We also say, Mr. Ajololo, are you sure you can handle your stepson? Silver, so I say, marriage is beautiful, I love it. But the truth is, how can Kofi Ajololo handle his stepson, Shatawale? So also, Casey, imagine Shatawale as flower boy and stepson. Abonoma Shatawale, Abeku Pro Max. If you want my golden tulip air trend, then a golden tulip air trend, and I be told you, I say, story ABPM mu say about golden tulip ya ton na managers of golden tulip hotels and on my beka say golden tulip ewo Accra ene Kumasi no obia entonye na Ghana Libya Arab Holding Company and say hotel no yentonye. They explained in a statement on Monday say Golden Tulip brand was operated under a management contract with Louvre Hotels Group of France. The group gave indication say agreement will not be renewed at the end of 2021, citing recent changes in regulatory guidelines in their country of residence. And to the board of directors, as part of our mandate to make decisions on the strategic direction of the company, as a process of evaluating options for replacement of the management contract with a more improved terms of agreement that offers a better return on investment in hotels. Now, through this, review process, leasing and a better option, almost select or more LEC hotel, ama a new company. And you say, yaton. Emase, Golden Tulip is owned by Ghana Libyan Arab Holding Company Limited. The government of Ghana owns 40% shares, while the Libyan company owns 60% shares. The Libyan company has sold their 60% shares to Lebanese investors, and the Lebanese company, since they have the greater shares, has changed the name to Lancaster Hotel. This means Ghana still has the 40% shares as previous. It pays to read. Oduwase, so LAG preventing them from using the same name, or the name comes as part of the contract. Lancaster is also not bad though, but then a name that would not be changed after the contract ends should be considered. Joseph say, I never knew Golden Tulip belongs to the state. Mercy say, Lancaster is a suburb in Winneba. If you want to strike. Leadership of Ghana National Association of Teachers, NAT, National Association of Graduate Teachers, NAGRAT, Coalition of Concerned Teachers, CCT, and our Teachers and Educational Workers Union, TEWU, and our say, Omwejai. Ejuma no munye biem. Omo ntira de biem. Ekosi se de omo hwehwe no aban ebeya amomo. Na strike yi ehye Monday, July 4. The decision no I announce a General Secretary of NAT, Thomas Tanko, and Odebetu Dwa. Na teachers Emma government by the end of June say omo hwe na omo 20% cost of living allowance, and now say teacher for be 240,000 omo omaimu ombejaye ejuma. Comment about no ebi. I support them with 100 bags of Jata cement. Yakubu says simply, we are all behind you. These leaders can mess up our economy, while the ordinary Ghanaian workers have to be the ones bearing the cost. Kofi said congratulations plus Ayuko to all teaching and non-teaching staff of the Ghana Education Service. Kwame say they probably want to get their increase until a likely freeze on wages and salaries by IMF. We a commenter ebaye na aha na ye de social media trends
Very well.
ABC.
Fati Medase, it's a rainy morning here in Accra, and my memo will be about happy morning children. So once again, now if you just tuned in, we started at around 5:30. Yeah, the road safety tidbits at Bremo. Yeah, the headlines of the newspapers at Bremo Kaka. Yeah, the Ghana Meteorological Agency on weather updates for the next 24 hours. Yeah, the COVID-19 update. So from the Ghana Health Service, here for. And Chebia and social media trends no. You better share discussion. I say I share some of the key headlines are newspapers no at the bar. Yeah. But this morning I was a segment where we focus on the National Identification Authority and the Ghana cards in Sensema so far no so. But if I now me catch you say highlight a story for me. Samia Oku blows 97,000 Ghana cedis. Quickly, let's start on that story. No, I'm interested because.
Hold on, person was asking about. Are you interested in the blues or the 97?
The blues and the 97K.
Okay, so if you are interested in the blues of the 97K, no, let's enter into the newspaper or the Obokrata no na yanko kinkan sans and sem no a woman na story no crowd here. Page number 3. Kratafe tosu miensa. Eho ena saa ensemi ewo Samia Wuku blows 97K. Yanto aso see even as the dust is yet to settle over the government's resolve to run to the International Monetary Fund for bailout, Ghana's scarce resources are seriously being dissipated at the National Literacy Authority NLA under the watch of its Director General Samia Wuku. Details emerging from the authority tells how over 97,000 Ghana cedis has been spent on the purchase of executive and special alcoholic Christmas hampers. Samuel Awuku had in a December 2020-21 letter to the managing director of Top Woman Liquor and Trading awarded the contract for the supply of hampers to the authority. Yeah. The letter read, "This is to notify you that you have been awarded a contract for the supply of Christmas hampers at a contract sum of 97,968 Ghana cedis. Per the terms of the contract, the supplier must deliver the items to the National Lotteries Authority head office within 7 days after the contract signing." The Sami Awuku signed the letter further stated, payment shall be made 30 days after delivery to the satisfaction of the purchaser.
Thank you
More
very much.
soon.
Thank you very much, Sefa.
Yeah.
Sefa, quickly, I think that, this story, it won't have hit the front page of that newspaper if Omujidi say, say, a state institution bet me spend this amount of money on alcoholic hamper, special executives. You see, somewhere 2013, 2014, John Dramani Mahama, the government, said, because of huge costs, ministries, department, agencies, and in care when it comes to Christmas period, a ban on hamper, chicheni niema, or the tabo atoso, okay? And the ban was enforced at the time. Senebeya, at least, would attempt to protect the public purse. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Move on to 2016. 2017, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo Abano. According to say, new law. We haven't seen a clear directive to ministries, departments, and agencies say, Mamun to hamper, Mamun che hamper, ewo bibi amuye jumawo. And so, according to say, we've gone back to the status quo ante, where institutions can buy hampers at huge costs of huge sums of company sika. Just say omo de kochiche. So I think that you see, if we are going to IMF today, and part of our complaints, and they say we are generating revenue, it is not enough. Huge chunk of government revenue are generating or the compensation. Compensation for who? Public sector workers, including MMDAs, state-owned institutions, Omunina, Sefa. Indeed, NLA, sika, but NLA, a generating sika no. Okofa NLA books are they posting profits? Sefa Dankwa? Is the NLA posting profits?
For us, as we speak now, I have not seen the books.
Has the NLA settled their indebtedness to all those who have won lotteries over the last few years?
I've not seen the book, but I mean...
But you see, Sefa, let me land. What is pertaining here? And they say, some 97,000 Ghana cedis, which could have been used for other matters, which could have been used, put to proper use or put to good use, put into a venture, a year valuable, and I the value for money abano. You ignore, and we are using 79,000 cedis to purchase alcoholic hampers. So far, I don't think we should continue like this. And as part of government, the measures to make sure, say, there's fiscal discipline, to make sure, say, you have to make control your spending. No. These are some of the things government should crack the whip on. Crack the whip. You see, your austerity measures, these are some of them. Just to make sure, say for yet to Chroma and Airport Company Limited, people want to buy Christmas trees for 84,000 cedis. They've come out to deny. Oh, they've come out to claim, sir. They've come out to claim that.
To explain how they arrived
but
at
the procurement was done.
That is 84,000 there. That is 97,000 there. You don't know how much other institutions are. They be at daybreak any information sent to on buy. So we cannot continue like this. We cannot.
Well, I mean, yes, we cannot continue like that. However, most of this is one side of the story, and we've not had any explanation from the National Lottery Authority. I believe say be a fiance no matter story, no, and they may also bring out other facts to counter the claims that are being made by the Daybreak Double Kratano. Nonetheless, we should also take into consideration say yes, Sikano or no kwanze yes say no, and I side with you when you say I think that there should be some sort of moratorium placed on say ye sika a free amount for foot to mu dia kwa could this way. I think say on the under normal circumstances say be nipa be 5 be and 6 be near becho ma there the company can take some small amount of money be no achoma the bonus be na the majuma for na the majuma for that part. I really understand that. In as much as obi be say 97k no abano and also nkyere say be aniama no mo de call ye no and so 97k no and we should wait for me. Oh Raymond, we should wait. Say be NLA at the same way no they will come out with a year almost on particulars for us to make a better judgment on this particular matter. But 97k on alcoholic drinks.
Hampers. Sefa, one of them say NLA are indebted to Lotto winners. Lotto, just say, offer Ghana Web. This same 2021. I'm sure this happens.
This was in December. This was in December 2021.
December 2021. NLA disbursed first tranche of arrears owed and paid lottery wins.
That was as of that time.
It means that as at that time, now the Lotto winners.
Oh, but that be said, not the kind of jazz. You've got the kind of jazz unity.
Oh, sir. You're quite.
How the kind of jazz unity? What the cow did now to Onika?
You're quite.
But so did he.
Mede momoka.
Bronya. Thank you. Bronya buys all the day.
Mede momo friend say momo de
momo low.
And Medeka.
And I was out going to go over 2019. Or Jam Chasm gas.
So I am quite na a discussion na ye per se have a Ghana card discussion. Wonsaka or Ghana card now. Do you have your Ghana card? Have you completed processes? Obetumia kum and sana wonsaka or Ghana card now. Yeka say National Identification Authority. Yeah. National Identification Authority. Akache say they have been able to register 16,654,072 Ghanaians. As we speak, almost say they have been able to issue 13,317,612 cards. Now, it leaves us with a deficit and our outstanding number of cards are 3,336,460. Yeka say the Bank of Ghana at the directive Abase effective July 1 only Ghana card and yadia wobɛtumi complete transaction bia ɛwɔ wo bank. Again, National Communications Authority aka kyerɛ sɛ at the end of July 31, 2022 no SIM card re-registration exercise no na abayiye, and prerequisite for re-registration of your SIM card the Ghana card. Question a yebisa anope and say NIA Jumedia omo yano. So far, 3 million plus Ghanaians are omunsan omo card. And those who are even yet to begin the processor because of one challenge or the other, no, and yeah, they are access, no. What are we doing about those people? Yeka say so no. We are told, say, Elwak Sports Stadium registration egusua ekoso, and I say those who have issues with details on their cards, and also those who have lost national identification cards or per replacement, no processes ekoso ewo Elwak Sports Stadium. Say nebeya sa insemne nyina no yebetumi address amamo. Now the big challenge and say if you live as far as the northern region, if you live in as far as the northern region, and now Volta region, and now Savannah region, and now Oti region, you have to come all the way to the Elwak Sports Stadium to get a card replacement, and I said to get your details corrected. Meanwhile, the NIA, I catch you say, or more 276 district offices and 16 regional offices littered across the country. Question Ayebisa again, and they say, do Ghanaians have to travel all the way from the north to the south just to effect corrections on their national ID cards? We any discussion you have it and pay. Sefa Fati, I'm sure, sir, you have also received complaints about processes ECOSO, FR National Identification Card, and as a Ghana card in Sensemno. And we are even told, say, some people have to pay as much as 300 cedis just to get Ghana card. Illegal. There's a premium service, but if you don't go and pay for premium service now, individuals have turned themselves into goro men and connection men on bet you 300 Ghana cedis. Now, more bow send a Osaka Ghana card.
Fatima Chamba, I don't tell me Ghana card.
After how many years?
After 7 attempts. 7 good attempts to register. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When time I'm more day a year registration call round, you know. I know we certain electoral areas for people to go and register. And only me call twice. Man, me and your registration. No. Now afterwards, I made an attempt to go to Pong. And only me call Marco 3. So now I have 5. Nancy about 2 weeks ago, and I'm a try back home. And also I'm fat. And last week, I'm see when be a first so menya Ghana card no. Me first so enya. And I'm a call ye. To me call your registration last week, you know. And and I'm here say me my call office operate na me kon kubusa say card na you ready. And I'm a Kokoji card. Now all of the 7 attempts I'm making the sort of stress that people are going through just to acquire Ghana card, no, it will shock you. As we speak now, do you know some people are at Elwak? Are you aware? Some people are at Elwak just to make corrections on their Ghana card.
I was coming to that.
And you, they are there. People will be trooping there, and you go and see the sort of stress a war, a man for your baby, a man for a viasia binumua. It will surprise you. And you see, information is not rife on say, oh, bia, say BB, and what to or card no one. Hana was so called. So we are say, we know so ye. So we are say, we know so ye. I am thinking, what really is going on with the National Identification Authority? And why should it be say bia, me person me sister me din, e me Ghana card, when I'm wo hamile e was say me faka free hamile at the bank and crowd and son am affected that particular change. Why?
So far, Yankotie Corporate Affairs Director and Head of Corporate Affairs, National Identification Authority, Abdul Ganiu, Yentie the auditor efa state of Ghana card in sense update kakra de buy no. Yentie quickly na yenko ahoma no so na Ghana for I'm very up to speed with more experience as far as acquiring Ghana card no are concerned.
Yes, from where I sit, we have registered 16.8 million Ghanaians as of now, and we have printed about 16.7 million cards. So what it means is that there is a shortfall of some other cards that are yet to be printed, but there will always be a gap, really, between the number of people registered or the number of people enrolled and the number of cards that have been printed. That is simply because you are going to have some issues that are technical in the regions and in the districts that may delay the printing of some cards. So at all times, you are going to have the number of cards printed lagging behind the total number of people registered. So yes, we're talking about 6.8 million people enrolled as we speak, and then about 6.7 million cards that have been printed. Yeah, what is worrying, however, is some of the cards that have been printed which have not yet been issued. And that really is no fault of NIA. It is simply that cards that have been printed after the March registration, we have moved those cards to the regional and the district offices. And the expectation is that wherever you registered, you should be able to locate the district office at the place that you registered, and then you go there for the cards to be issued to you. Unfortunately, some of these cards move to the regions and districts. We still have quite a lot of them in our inventory, which continue to pose a challenge to us.
Ganu, a head of corporate affairs, National Identification Authority. It is if I asema odi to jane say wonsa enka wo card dia say otumitu anamo eko district officer wo bibia oye registration wo senebeya wonsa betime aka wo card yenko ahoma no so na ntie Ghana for the next 5 minutes now.
Oh, man,
oh sir
me say obeko ahoma ne so
no
but there be abrowan with 80 years no ono tichinchenku no afiansa no mfa ka mfa mesinko new abrim.
Yeah.
Now on card.
Yes, a honor year registration.
There be on anyway.
Into young so sir also your Ghana any other experience about. If you've had any experience with acquiring Ghana card, phone lines no you be 0244885140 and 0555657278. Yentie wo thoughts, yentie wo experience na yenhwe se na na yenhwe se na yene NI4 etwetwe nkomo a yebetumi age solution to your problem somehow. Enti caller wodi ni baby offer every.
Good morning, Charles. Referring UDS.
Offer every
UDS.
Okay, very well.
Madam Ase muna mugu edumanso. To see a Ghana ye way on. Minim adekra MPP for a year who say Ghana kada se uko ye can say uko katu safa and sana usabaka Ghana kanu se uba tieska and sana uba nya Ghana kanu utieska su se uba brain and sana usabaka Ghana kanu enyagro se umu ye Ghana kada se ye voter ID card wo ekrum hanu umu repiana repu umu se ko ye friend say Omu borrow can be or Ekumuha, yet is Gazo, so a comedy. So, any dinner who are cream. MPP for can
Meda say, Anope, call your phone lines, no Senebeya. If you've had any experiences with acquiring a Ghana card at any pleasanter, share with us. Na Yene NI4 Etchun Command Opea, Yebehu Senebeya would get solutions for some of your challenges. Your name and where you're calling us from?
The king is taken.
Yeah. Emmanuel Awule.
I'm calling from the United States of Kisaman.
My interview.
Mitia Shaibu Ali. any se fa down kwa me fail no papa there be no Barbara o si o feel se fa na one me come in me say me kasa Ray
yeah
Ghana card no madam Obako enya similar problem but up to 3 months now on your card no the card any year card me year no na owo number no on the card number no
yeah
Ray up to now the guy no get the card it's not me because say anybody to know and I come and say the person has to travel to a car before answer
yeah
oh it's painful no it's this simple thing they cannot do this they want somebody like Raymond to tell them say how can somebody spend transport from Kumasi and I know because of Ghana card no on back I'm here won't we a simple thing no won't a very simple thing but look
Emmanuel Awule, that's no pay also Odewa Jinche Abe, but a lot of people are.
It's me all the 7 experiences, you know, just the recent one, a 71-year-old woman, also about 5 times. As of 5 a.m., the woman was there. Make us a company say that.
Would the men soon? Would any baby out free?
Ah.
Hello. Hello. Would any baby out free?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Pocho friend Didi. Me Frefi Okaikwe South.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, my challenge here, very, very annoying. I'm sorry to say this. Me started this process of ID carding, watcher. I did it with my maiden name. If you me call in the what's the me details me someone call LWAC. Me call LWAC will rectify issue no, and they asked me to go back to Okaikwe South and continue the process. I was done with the process as far back as March. As we speak, those of us registered in March, you know. Till now, you need card. Now, Seminikata, how am I going to be able to link anything to my network or even to my bank?
Yeah.
Internet time in July now on mine as the deadline. So I had to go back to Okaikwe to ask, okay, please, even if the card is not ready, my number, link my link. And they gave me my number without the card. If you made the number also, made the link, you know, I say it's not valid. Now, what do I do now? It's not valid into me then my friend MTN say what problem? Me call constituency no. Me call also what's if they said it's not valid, they actually valid, I may have to go back to LWAC. As we speak right now, I'm not able to do any transactions. Meanwhile, it's no fault of mine.
Now, did my members out? Call back to LWAC. No, what was the feedback you got?
More call LWAC no day. Our experience was terrible. I had to spend like 1 week in queue because they be a bank for doors for her. No matter how early I tried to get there. If we do one, everything is okay. Go back to Okaikwe South. Like, go here, go there. And as we speak, I was staying in Pokwase. I had to move down to Okaikwe, closer to Okaikwe, so that I can do this thing. But it's really frustrating for me. More harm there, on your fault. I registered before the time you asked us to register. Deadline, no. Into why there, Mary?
Dede Anope would seek to get answers for you from Opinion 4 no na yenhwe se na obetumi enya Ghana card, but we apologize on behalf of NI for
how you apologize?
No, you should listen to her. You should listen to her.
Don't hold.
No, she's pained.
Yes, she's pained. No, don't apologize on behalf of NI. Are you trying to say that NIA is unaware of all of these things, the sort of trauma people are going through just to secure a car?
No,
listen, I apologize on behalf of NIA for the struggles you went through.
The thing is that
apology
the fault is not 100% at the doorstep of NIA.
Hello, caller. We didn't even be afraid.
NIA so if you go on to the deadlines for transactions and
Fati, my name is Kola Nenkasa.
sorry.
We didn't even be afraid. Okay, my auntie one.
Imagine see a show called upper West Action headquarters. I had there soon. 7 cities. Now, you get 7 cities. How much you saw the bar? What would the registration say can I buy there soon? Now, Uber, Mako good 4 times. I said,
okay.
Highly for you to get money to pay the TLT in and out of that 20 cities. Now, come on, farmer, we turn there and say, when you're 20 cities extra now, there. I said, the chair will food. What my back for good times, next time, now, it is a bad issue. I am sorry, can't see anything.
Okay, Opedi, sena ode also problem at Jano, your name penny for better chin command or pay. Now, yet to me, more questions, no, you're the better one with him. Now, your home ancestor or mother prayer. Until your dad said, Wafre no pay a word you made, no. So, after sports, no, stay with us because I would speak to officials of the NIA and find out why Ghanaians are still constrained, Ghanaians are still challenged. Bano, Ghana card and sense no into Munya Botre. Some of your issues will be addressed this morning on the Happy Morning Show. But Daniel Unkaka, it's time for sports. Emerson say Bebremo Happy Morning Show sports updates. Emmanuel Budia Bekanza or the Nsema Echegu from the world of sports no. Ima anopedian in the world of sports.
Nyankopa do maybe I fine. Maybe I so cost say 60 something in a trego. But catch the chairman assemble Nyabotre.
Onyabotre.
Assemble Nyabotre.
Onyabotre. Ghana card abutre.
Ghana card abutre.
Confusion there. It means so baby. Today confusion is obia catch no.
Yes.
I see a bois. Emma confusion is settled.
That's right.
It is chairman assemble Nyabotre.
Nyabotre.
Right.
Nyabotre. Se father ko Nyabotre.
Isu crap table yin. Nti den e mada.
Ima Vayananti.
1xBet Adama ye the Happy Morning show sports update no ye the bro na 1xBet your best book here and e wo ho the ma na obenya the highest odds fastest deposit afi so utimi ton slip the only we are the best Ghana platform wetimi akotwa obet na ene ye won the ro the actual 1xBet and ye count some the actual wutimi ton slip the only platform or insurance betting so 1xBet it ene okonoma na wode ani achirim 1xbet.com na che say wetimi the ye wako create account na wode BETGH okay enti ene oko create account to best Ghana BESTGHANA best Ghana and I would be wo promo code a obebo e de ahye account num eno bebo ama o first deposit no obenya 200% bonus e wo so 200% bonus na obenya e wo so best Ghana eno no promo code a obe use efi ene e de e come council e de akere mesra onni mfie edun wotwe 18 years and above a won ka ho untimi nko 1xbet.com enko create any account of that sort enti ko 1xbet.com now ni enkodi ensa woso e ho nanyi sikapuduo fa hye ubotom fa bo ebra e atasfo asasi eso 1xbet ana o se bets for every taste omna so emu a ye de Happy Morning show sports update no ye de esom ye hyase RFE 11 wonders for Akachi enei former coach eno ginemu and my great Olympics okopie mu edubi ase ene na mu a enei oye former edema 11 wonders nanso ono na ne kura team na omantimi an sustaining e GPL no makopie mu division 1 next season omkosi akan e ho nidin ene papa ndi ede Prince Kofi Endra on Happy Sports one put to know utimi ebepie mu ene panifo udi asempa ebedi nkomo ena yebisa no se openi na ba ne senkra na ufri great Olympics as coach yenya ntie se amafo bi to hye wo so de ne amsaka kan wajapade a ne wo sensem anopanyi no ekirem ne nti a o free Great Olympics yenkotie George Prince Kofi ne nti o free Great Olympics as head coach.
The buy ni say ball match and I think players need be small supporters need be. Oh. Like no move attacking me. But after the match, one of the guys say attacking me in the presence of my wife. In the ban and I'm wife share match. And after that, no, I'm say no about me. No who say a guy and attacking me. And I say no. Being choose between on only Olympics.
Your wife told you?
Yeah, she
said
told me.
Choose between me, my wife, and
Olympics. Go so who say no, me just safe.
Oh yes. And I said there be any
number.
Hey, we so open up. Ah, oh, don't go there again. Go.
George Prince Kofi and the two dra on one put to sports. Not just say odon yere nti enobuna ketem if Great Olympics ya onena mu akwaku piemu ewo 11 wonders na me no ka say ni dwumadi aba na wie ye ewo 11 wonders it's as a contract on wonders ewo no it was up to the end of the season it aba wie die that is dabi no obuna ketem akere ba bifufuro se ba say 11 wonders antimi a renew the contract ewo hono dia na opani no akere mu se enei okose rescue 11 wonders if relegation so amfa na ne ba ye nti amfa no or the blames ni bi e de ama eye referee and say officiating akọ anim krampo akọbọ papa ne din Eddie Jones akobie medin se ono oka ho bi na 11 wonders entimi anka GPL no emu yenti ensem a Prince George Kofi Eddie tudwa fa officiating ho tape no
factor
enye ready
affecti yen bebre officiating, trust me. Officiating and why especially your matches be a ball home. Referee to me by BCC why home. And so be to me come be anchor ma. Ya call Wafa. Website said baby Wafa that answer no more call boy, A bad saying ya call Lusu sa match. Ya call Lusu sa match because of officiating. Bad officiating. The referee Jones Akubiem. Staflajo say a Jumanu no nim. And I say, oh, shit, that by so Baba says, yeah, no mean to me. Yet to me bought me like it, yet to me, on say, or game no, transition to me back. Oh, I say at times build up, no, I say very swift. So just here, a basana quickly because no more organize here. Shaping in your actually.
To bet my
account, why intend them now? What I say, best of game, no. When I bet you now, not in an art to born, so and so on. It's not fair.
Prince George Kofi Eddie Atudwa F officiating amboama ene wako relegation 2021-2022 GPL Gokin Yawano ena eka say ene dodo na se Yawano of Ashanti Gold or ye forward edema Ash Gold ene dodo na se goals or share ye krampo no ye tobi ma no ne ho sensema Yawano se sense na mo kan empusu ne empusu no china yenti ensema Yawano Eddie Atudwa.
Yeah, me play and like adeba kuna Ghana sometimes you nya dey who say onu ya ya dey na obebo na ba so obe encouraging say onko so ye ade o ye no no mpeja no na esen bu na bam yeah ana me ti sa asem ne dey me dey ha me kura say me nim me prefer say aduma me ye no me bo me mo di na me hye me go obi anto go so man o kan kura empushi me mpo no kura na me ma me sa abon mo di pa asa hye go so na wa be hu say yes ana obi ahu ye no kotoko obi ahu ye say bona me bono mi ana me bo obi anto goals mam
2 goals in the season Yawano of Ash Gold NNA or in same way to just say yento go bia emfa emmano nti onsem kakran so no Confederations of African Football the ruling involving a protest ya Morocco the ekodan omo about Ghana black maiden say age cheating bi etimi atodwa honom no ruling no aba amanei ye the 2-year ban at the ato my Ghana so say the next 2 editions of FIFA women qualifiers in there and under 17 no enya dia yetimi asi akan ewu mu ama ene Nancy Amoni Rashida Shahadu omo ne emaba mienu a omo ensem we etimi eba ya CAF the tabo at the ato so 1 year period omo so omo ntimi nsi akan e CAF competition bia emu ana fini krakra no $100,000 and a tabua CAF to GFA so say wontua within 60 days into way any ruling and also if CAF akache aba GFA say omo hwe ensem no mu no matimi aya appeal no within 3 or the maximum 7 days ya to ede ama omo emu still ewe ma football mu no Alcon so etwagu Metro Africa Women's Cup of Nations etwagu dindindin ewe Morocco emonten so a enya asenkuma na enra games mienu todwa Nigeria edi ncho ewo South Africa bayana for ensano by 2-1 and afi Burundi nso etena ho ema Botswana etwa na eka 9 ma otimu mienu 4-2 in favor Botswana intisa any results epiem endra el group C no emu Burkina Faso ene Senegal ebebo ene 5 p.m. na 8 p.m. no Uganda and so any Morocco edi aboani it after first round of matches eto odwane de ohwemu na group A no Senegal any Morocco be 3 points Burkina Faso ni Uganda obi any point bia e hono group B no Tunisia 3 points Cameroon and Zambia obi 1 point each and Togo so that's hono ma only point bia on afi ne krakra group C no Botswana and South Africa obi 3 points each and Nigeria and Burundi so obi any point bia e wo sa enhyehyɛ no emu 1xbet in a cry mu a ye happy morning show a sports update no ye dey down ye fa we tew entu yesrebo a sports update no emu a na Manchester United akache Cristiano Ronaldo and amaniboni chiremu andra wa mepiemu training grounds na club no issue statement say nei family issues and ma brantie no amepiemu training grounds do na feel say odebetu dwa say onya yanko be free Manchester United no and nam so ema ne wantimi amepiem training ground na so amaneboni chiremu a enya sa ne mum family issues and ba ya ene abrantie ntimi ankopiemu training grounds Old Trafford na still Old Trafford no Eric Ten Hag any abredin dindin say opa abrantie Lisandro Martinez free aya someboa na echire honum enyere pampen emfa emano na menokasa abrantie da betu dwa say eyase de na ni je ho say obetimi abu na ketem afiri honum nti dabi no na Eric Ten Hag osanso konya reunion Old Trafford oni ni coach no entema yehwe kwanse bibia betimi atoyi ediama abrantie Martinez na so menokasa de Arsenal so anya brigdigidi edi abrantie na chi a yehwe baabi asunsu ne brode hono bekwa kogu hwan ena obedi nkunim battle United and Arsenal esisu dending about abrantie and edin Lisandro Martinez into winning some kakra ye dey ever down happy morning show sports update as we dia meje so na Emmanuel osu buadi Zafanat Pania medu besia na dwumedi no ato asase kese ekọ edi ama 1xbet sa eni omso emu ama the sports update no ye dey down medu besia no mo ye be dan ho ye ba Raymond ene ne mpamfo beto dwumedi no so edi ama.
Time check, 25 minutes past 7. And if you just tuned in, this is Ghana's #1 morning show, the most educative, the most objective, and the morning show that gives you the opportunity to have the microphone and share your thoughts with us. We started at around 5:30 a.m. And we are still with you this morning on the show. And it's been exciting so far. We brought you some updates on the weather from the Ghana Meteorological Agency. It's raining heavily in some parts of Accra, and as much as possible, yebekache etiefo ne ahwefo se munya botre ewo kwan so se ohwe na nsuo no to dendenden ewo bibia wo a wait nsuo no ejaya na wosim se ukọ ejuma. If you're already on the road, make sure say we wiper blades eye ejuma. Ohwe na floods no ama visibility and nsuo na eto ekwan so ama visibility ayedin. Just make sure say ojina kakra twen, let the rain stop and before you decide to make your next move. As much as possible, let's try to stay safe to avoid any unfortunate circumstances. We NSM kakra yede bebramo ewo jumedie no so na yede CBG business updates ebebro CBG business tips kakra wo ho a mede bebramo na anope we are still on advantages of online payments. Yeka advantages of online payments there. Now Yebeka say it's more efficient. A ban of payments of bills, water bills, electricity bills, TV bills, many other bills. Your best bet a year to use an online portal and no a year more effective. Saying traditional options, you walk to the service provider to pay, and I say, you cover long distances and sana what you may do. utility service provider office and send which your bills no convenience aba, and that's what the online payment platform gives you. Into motion so say opese oya transaction bia dia online payment portals no are available amount CBG one of the banks are provided us our platform now only account to make there could be accounts and you take advantage of online payment platforms no no any message kakra me de bremo on CBG business tips or happy morning show no so and no pay. Yeah, but to our discussion, no, so earlier on, no, you decline Ekasa Efa Ghana card, any experiences that a lot of Ghanaians have had. The messages continue to come in, and Anope would make efforts, your name paying for better Chinkomo. The challenges and the way forward for a lot of Ghanaians who are yet to meet deadlines are, say, to meet it with Ghana card being the prerequisite for some mandatory registrations and our linkage via say to me a discussions I have a show no so earlier on no yakasa FNLA any media omedi so far we were told some 97,000 Ghana cedis has been expended on alcoholic hampers. Now, as we speak, Nadia, details abetuja on the letterhead of the NLA. The set contract, you know, it's official. Say the Director General Samuel Uku and the signature does our transaction where I say Mr. Sefa was having any doubts as to the authenticity of the reporter. The details have been provided.
No, I wasn't having doubt of the authenticity of the report. I'm saying say one part of the story from the Obercraft, I know there's number 2.
But the part of the NLA, any document I can.
Why are you still on this matter?
No, for the avoidance of doubt, I just want listeners and viewers to know, say, the set document that awarded the contract to Top Woman Liquor and Trading, no, the documents, Now, the next part, and they say, as to whether this contract was actually executed. I want to believe that's where you're coming from.
It's an American.
Okay, this is the document we have in our custody, and for the NLA, no, if this contract was not executed, and there's with immediate effect, no, or issue statement on this particular transaction because a lot of people believe, say, now money is well spent. It's a emotion, and so now we're taking necessary action. And also, say, you the microphone, no, and you the airtime no ebema yetie na ahwefo na omoso omfrey na omonche omagin. A lot of issues have come up in the last 24 hours. Ghana is broke. Ghana is heading to the IMF for balance of payment support, and also four teacher unions is here no omo declare indefinite strike into pre-tertiary teachers no omo decided so omo cost strike with immediate effect because of cost of living allowances and sema chegu omo say current inflation rates and salaries and they are going to be able to survive on the meager salaries they are receiving with high inflation rates are here recorded. And also no Ghana card in sense Ghana card are very problematic. We need the Ghana card to complete send a beya able to me a link your bank account to Ghana card. SNIT force to say said to me a link your Ghana card to your SNIT numbers no nina jumedia ohia Ghana card so be re-registration of SIM card so dia ohia Ghana card say mobile to me a complete nina abaya challenge. Share your thoughts with us on the discussion this morning. 0244 885140 and 0555 657278. Yeba call for Ghana Kasa. Ghana Kasamre and Aswa before Yeba Yetie for joining on the phone lines. No, Sefa, I don't know if you've used the Ridge Roundabout in recent times.
Yes.
Now, if you are driving,
yes,
yes, if you are driving around the Ridge Roundabout, NPP national elections, no. Elections are more person elected national organizers and party executives no their development be also around the Ridge Roundabout. Now in the median of the road space a separating both roads no obehu say there's a national youth organizer hopeful Prince Kamal Guma ne signboard and a billboard omo erecting a kesier in the median of that major road. and it's actually blocking the view of road users. If you are using that road from the National Theatre end towards the Ridge Roundabout, it will be very difficult for you to see cars or move back from the other side of the road. Say they're from the Electoral Commission stretch towards Parliament House, Honumno, and AMA Omutie dia say Omutumi making sure say they take this billboard down. One belongs to Prince Kamal Guma and Bakuso NPP Abanga. These are the two billboards visibly just a more blocky view of road users, especially drivers. And I'm entreating as a minister, attention has been drawn to it. I think that so to me authorizing Omo Juma under ne secretariat to say immediately no police billboards down, because we don't have to wait say BBC and Sana ya be blaming Obia. And I'm hoping say Omo contested for positions or NPP, they should be responsible with how they erect billboards. Very, very important. They consider the safety of road users when they decide to embark on some of these projects. Ghana for stay alive whilst they look for more positions. It's Abanga Fuseni Yakubu, or billboard now a war around Ridge Roundabout. It's either you pull it down or the authorities pull it down for you, and be responsible with where you place your billboards. As part of a campaign, I think, sir, very, very important, sir. You'd respect the laws of the land. You respect the bylaws. Mamu Tumi, sir, mu erected billboards and in I'm hoping, sir, AMA is listening. I'm hoping, sir, the municipality are more falling under the MC, so ATA are taking action and no pay just to make sure, sir, road users are safe. So you be a phone lines, 0244. 885140.
We don't need to wait for Guma to go and pull down that particular erective honor. Authorities, city authorities, hello? AMA, as we speak now, must do that as soon as possible.
Hello?
Yeah, would any baby out for you?
From ED, because I feel about knowledge.
ED, my auntie won't come.
Safari, any Ajia Fati. Billboard Yamokan was a me. And for a echo. And your Parliament House. Hello.
It yes.
And your Parliament in a Sabi bodies.
See, oh, quite so called.
Ridge Roundabout, no, say a 4. Baku free talk, Baku Quakra, Baku Parliament House, and yan on a motion. And yan one.
Yeah,
Minister Amoka was a young of Ako. Oh, yeah, say a GMI. Into the paper betting me. Anna,
yeah,
Yajia, the paper betting me because baby a billboard is, I want to go and pay for now for office because Ghana office in the Parliament House. Anagua,
yeah,
who communists square one on them, or more, your father's ministerial, who communists are majority in the one on them. That's how they wish you was saying, yeah, Yajia, my I didn't know where I just a Wabeka and son of a minister when with you. It's all can't actually a month like this. No one say, and now the pine on my own money. More car about Ampes. Sir, what car said 2013? Most friends and mamma ever car says Simon Manjai. Into new law. And nobody acquirement. She's come most and yet I am a player for a problem. As she's got I go waste our money with me. Ah, you study in corner school. Massa, I don't know, so maybe I'm going to cry. That's a Mukra school which I'm meeting. School for good 5 years. Curriculum is new. I need to some still in painful with a bye.
Eddie Edasiano Pesa also you've joined us on the show this morning. Would any baby out for you?
Spanish.
Raymond Netia.
Remo and I pay Yamia Finjinka on the way to my food.
Amen. Namia
Sunjinka. Chiasifa. Sanzo Metiano. A family and not Amwakwa, Mekatafi S boy, history, and a family of the local Intersuasion.
Okay.
Big board now, Okan was a man of paying. Big board and Twaba. And it's a AME. And you know, we said a big board this year, not a mad driver staying in Kwema, or some bullet in the media, almost came at the defense and members of Johnson for so. And after so, Hampers, yeah, Mokan was a Samuel Quay from Serbia, Hampers. I'm a Nipia and Fascinating. So, and you will hear to you. And your papa, I said, oh, get up, put in your son, Pastor. But the Yomba, you become what them equal, and I'm a 200 coming. Shane, I am a got your queen. And this is for a vote, they say, MPP, by Echo, I'm a position, voting. Wrong. Yet your man, I'm a reality, I'm here, you want to. He lets about the top of mine, I say, you're not essential. Campaign said, no, be 11, the cook and a 4, if I want 70, and then you can afford the 11, and then you call me, you got either for some more cata. So far as the 11, but I was to move for some man, I said, I have a very corporate data, and I was some man because of my head, and a shop of a fight. And the much shop of coming time, what you have to over 1 year, my power, Jamoka. Ya timu tatu, jamu tasiri ama mwenye fia kwa yeye kama mwanadamu. Niyanga msabu kama sacrifice mwa mwanadamu. Mtu ni kwa sababu instead ya mwanadamu kesi kwa saka. Ndio kwa sababu ni nyaki. Ani otanya wo yeye ndio ndio mangana ango. Ndio ndio mangana hada. Kwa ene be ya tibiada.
Mesumeda say what you may join our show no so anopay. Caller wodin any baby out free.
Raymond, good morning, Mr. Raymond.
Good morning.
Na from design.
Nyame adom baby adadin.
Me Frederick Kumate, Mr. Abubakar ni, Frederick Kumate Asawasi constituency.
My entio Abubakar.
Anapa bia ye sori na se yamfa ye fidie na to ETV a na se ya se ya tie o mani mu nsem. Na ye beda ma se ni mu dwuma pa so amodi. Ye ni asame so bedo obi anya me nka no.
Amen.
Raymond.
Yes sir.
Chama me ni be kan ye men koni dienmu na me meka bibi familiar to ni issues no kind and kre ya bibi fo no opanyi bi na kan asem obube e wa sentimamu ha o si ya bibi fo ni abrofo no ye free yakopon twen eba no yakopon busha bibi broni se upedia ina broni se opeye tie ene nkanko ono busha bibi ni se na wo so na bibi ni se o se broni de ono mekwa koja no kwan Raymond chama and na pay mutra nyamishia mo pa ke remo anke be cm yes se de mo muyi maduma no ntia me mka tele bia me bomba ba so se nye me bomba ba se be se mama ya kunya se e frem no mu pense mu ka ene mo so mutimi kira mo so madwene e ma ye timi mu fonti mu se da bi we wa dwenche na asem no ne puma atibrani o ma we ye o ma we mu se kwa me kuma peso remo o hwe kwan a mpanyifo di oman fa amuro ebedu NDC peso omubeti oman we 27 years NDC enso omusim be country say omubai ne mpuntuduma omutimidu gu akwam emma oman ma editi di for 27 years no omumfa metu jani ehwe Sheremon yesre kutu sre teacher fo no wan fo no omuso omuye yi no omuso nyame na nipa waye bi da ma ono na bibia tichima eni kwa so oye ni odini gamo o ma we mu no IMF na ye kono e brike e ka se na IMF ye ni kwa se kwa IMF no be ye nu wo se kwa IMF because na that time no ma no o man pay no hu se otutu nyema yi ama o ma no akoni yi na cha do president na kwa IMF e brike no John Dramani Mahama mo kwa IMF no mbe che se IMF kwa so no sei o man pay kufo e de ko hepik ye hu hepik so mfa so mpanyifo mbedi o manji na obi abe ye nipa mu de nka esiase nka NDC na IMF no mu de de edbo mo wata fo yin se IMF ate e bron sam no obi ni o ka sa IMF e bron fam na incompetent na timi do ko IMF because that time no na crisis bi ani Ghana ha nti se na crisis abane ko IMF a o mu shato mu ano no mu mua to mu ya man bapa no mu kire kwan pa e bedi mu ya ticho ma no no mu ko ma no ntu ta remo fa o mu de ye djuma mi da wa
Meso medasi anope se ode wa dwinche abreye wodi any baby out for you.
Hello, Mr. Roy Atefeng.
Nyame adom baby aboko.
Okay, wonderful. And why a nice presentation. We dey sama kasa no pediano. Me na me man ni na ye hwe. Na na ni insurance nkola na ko anko school.
Oh, okay. And ye tia mo nyina no.
Say na ye hwe. Na wonim ade ba ko a na hu ni se Ghana fo no. Ye to abama o mampani. Na to mampani ni ba. O first they come your boy and say man name mom say o ye na sanko ya o start please to me eboa to never criticize it only because one ma ba ye you be ye MPP pe kwaya ba be mo criticize mo sa MPP so aba no ma mo so be criticize ni sa the next time we so be make into no just be more constructive help will be a bit to your boy and we. So what are we doing to ourselves? No, yeah, Ghana for a query of Comayina, and query so Comayina. And you know, I was here to me a boa or man penny of Baba Subia. Yanania to Abamano. Yamuano, a seer, a Yamayan. There are two and a soir, they never benefited. There are two more, it will go against us. So why don't we help and then put things together and make it work? There were BNDM. We come and command super business. The Kwakuba workers or some about corruption cases are being brave. People were corrupt, people were killed. But now we are in democracy. People do corruption. But I miss you more, no, as a tree and say, and you to me in Koyanim. I was here to me, boy. One can be able to announce the above, the above. Now, the 20 acquiring, we need to move forward and to criticize each other. Now, the battle, the other corner was around.
Antifatiwa, it's on the better.
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Hello.
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 Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Yes, I'm fine.
What's your name?
Joy.
Joy.
Yes.
Which class are you?
Class 3.
Class 3, okay. Which school?
JJ Wole International School.
Okay, all right. Nice speaking to you.
What you said?
I said nice speaking to you.
Okay.
Be good.
Okay.
All right.
Eti Fati Shaibu Ali ono so ne Ghana kasa odia todwa anope enso eno no but sefa me pese onim say prices at the pumps akwa
koso
and me pese me bisa MPA question back up yenim say
hello
okay o there me ba call out dini be bia offer free
but your friend Majid and I'm ka me kan wa ha me gun ya ba asem ne say this year no you said you're president in your Maya Koso. Almost sorry, almost say Obia Canadri, Obia Canadri, Obikra Casas is here. For the past 27 years, our former president was not Dracula. NDC then or see, we are all facing the fact. NDC, and 1 year a cop. Wow, yeah, papa, go say and say, oh, papa, no, energy, family, my Ghana. Not to see I said, Ghana, yeah, Clemson's way to. That is, it's an my echo. Oh, by the catcher, they say, yeah, the Dokunu boy wants to be intimate. They say, the Dokunu boy, say. Young facing facts, no, yeah, Kano Krena, the boy, because right now, the way the economy is going, the way things are moving, out of hand. If you imagine, say, yeah, Yanko University, now you're a lay person, now you're busy, hand to mouth. How do you take care of our family? That is where we need to tackle. We need to tackle the point that will help the nation, but not coming in and other people are doing tribal politics. Doesn't work like that. And see, they should try to do things that is going to help the nation first than thinking of their person. A coming man can this election. While the China who feel now will be a man or cry now, okay. Who they say you will be president. As a former president, I hear you say you're okay. Your financial status is good. Your this is good. You'll be a former Attorney General for Ghana before. You have a whole lot of qualities to prove it to us to do good. Now you are the most worst president we ever had. But right now, we are sorry, I know Canada say, we are into this. We should help. How can we help? It's the high time our presidents and our leaders have to start knowing how to help the economy to grow, but not say I am a family economy.
Well, Majid, may I say, but Sifa, now me catch you, sir. Prices have gone up at the pump.
Before you do that, a very good morning going out to
in Africa.
Okay. My final call. Caller, what do you need to be out for you?
All what they want.
Oh, okay.
So that's all I have.
Yo, Majid, may I say, for joining us on the show this morning. Nyami Adom, Bibi Aboko.
But menya kwenye kupon shout. What's me for Nakola? Ono utifa. Ipacho wadaroma. sɛ sie adwuma ne wɔ man Ghana mu paa sɛ wodefɛnde wobɛka wasɛm paa ɛyɛ sɛ wodefɛnde NPP because most of them so mobile abɔntepa defɛnde kɔm to sɛ ɛyɛ den ma wɔ mo wɔfata ma wɔ opposition wosi obi yɛ incompetent ɔnhwɛ ɔma wɔ IMF na ɔno no ɔnyɛ obi ɔna wo mɔden mepa atwo wo ɛne wɔ wasesa ho ano ɛtumi yi sɛ sika tumi de ta aeroplane bɛsɛ something dollars yɛkeka mo sɛ ma yɛn nka na ɛne wotumi pia de akɔhyɛ ɛmɛho a ɔfa bata sɛ ma yɛn taka nkɔfo wɔ opposition ɛbatwo no data bank mepa atwo wo ɛte sɛn ɛne ɔba hyɛ percentage nkɔ ɔgye fi ɔma ɔmpani wei hɔ no mo yɛntumi nkyerɛ mo ka no ɛnna bi ka mpatwɔ ministers ne mpatwɔ obi aba abɔnten abɛka kyɛ Ghanafoɔ sɛ mepatwɔ ɛnna mu mpatwɔ bi aka mu anaa wɔ opposition ɔkasa yaa wo sɛ nnɛma ma yɛnka ho sɛ nɛmfa yɛ adwenkyerɛm da yɛde adwenkyerɛ no aba sɛ wokasa onipa competent wona no sɛ sɛ woba woyɛ mfuntudwuma hwɛ sika dodo a wotumi agye ebi nsi da mepatwɔ ɛmbɛ ndi sa berɛ so no mpatwɔ na 1 gallon of fuel na yɛ sɛn 4 cedis over to 14 cities. What's my make? I want them. If I don't know, it's 50%. What's my make? It's this time around. I make a say anything for say. It's me never. Me too. My career in film. You have a family food. Be up. It's first day. I'm going to support to end this. To me, end this. To me, Jan Nas say end this. Rest up. Said on about me. I'm a city. Yes, on board. It will fast. That's 2024. It means Jamamu pony way different conformism. And it's a honorable paper. It is ever to be a Piabaton in the park. One of the Amazity. Now, Punaco shout, oh, what your papa said before NBC. Come.
Yo, Yamenka also. It's a the Ghana Kasa segment, no ABC. But Isaac, where they have a part of I know, sir, it's not part of your running order, no, but Unsabe to Miaka, head of pricing. Ewo NPA mame Ghana for say omote say na prices of crude drop on the world market and na omo expect say first pricing window of the month no omo share them say prices will be conform as we speak no the prices have gone up because petrol is selling for about 11 cedis 11 cedis 51 pesos 11 cedis 55 pesos, 11 cedis 59 pesos thereabout. We are almost heading towards the 12 cedi mark. Diesel to 13 cedis 51 pesos mark. And I think Ghana 4 peso mo DNTR prices no assessor or pump no upward instead of downward reduction. And now you share them say a bit to me now pump. If we can just get answers to those questions, would appreciate it. But still, the main discussion today, a 4 teacher unions are declare indefinite strike because of cost of living allowance, and now shade them say a bind to me amount, and they had given government up to June 30, 2022. Say so 20% cola, and yes, no better. As we speak, 4 teacher unions have declared indefinite strike. NAT, NAGRAT, CCT, and the TEU omo strike. IMF discussions no eguso akoso denting, and we are still going to engage the politicians and economists on this particular direction. Abang per se oko as far as getting balance of payment support no a concern. We are told say IMF opinion for no bedru krom ha ene discussions no be shase ochina. Big talking point and say who is going to lead the discussions. The finance minister who has always been against going to IMF or President Ebeyi Nipafufra obetumi lead these discussions. We nyina ensema yedi ho enkomo Ghana card nsensem. We are hoping to get the corporate affairs manager say ombra no be cheche niamemu kakra e wo dwumede no so anopai. But you beto ade kakra na right after niamana beton no the discussion continues on the Happy Morning Show. It's okay. I think say I have mewo opinion or head of communications NIA Mohammed Abdul Kudus yanene betwetwe nkomo anopai. Mr. Abdul Kudus mema kwa ba Happy Morning Show no so anopai.
Thank you so. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Okay. Now discussions about Ghana card no Well, okay. National Petroleum Authority, Communications Director, Ewa Humano. So, sorry for the wrong intro. Mr. Kudus, we were told price of crude on the world market, it had dropped in the last few weeks. And so for most Ghanaians, no more shade name say, I'm going to pump first pricing window now. They would expect to see prices up or down. As we speak, the prices, interestingly, have skyrocketed from some 10.99 into the 11s. What has caused rise and increase now here pump now?
Medakse na maminchia woni utie fo nyina na petro asem na nye straightforward sesa, and then when who say crude prices are costly na the same implication is in Ghana, and at Bafoma na one implication and yet straightforward, because and yet crude nkwana yeto, and in fact because your refineries our Ghana one almost each other enye juma and the capacity no and the level to which they can meet the consuming needs of the Ghanaian public. You don't know almost the refined products no almost the eba talk crude, and so kwa BDC or kwa top petrol kwa this or kwa maybe or top diesel kwa, and is a refined product, not the crude, and their pricing dynamics are different. So Uber talk crude there, that one is standardized, but the diesel any petrol, the pricing dynamics are different. So let me explain diesel, for example.
Okay.
Diesel, the needs of Europe were being met by about 40% from the supply of Russia. And the war in Ukraine, between Russia and Ukraine, and then the subsequent sanctions are taking off that 40%. The Europe from Russia, and it then means that the commodity that is left, or the quantity that is left for the Europe, and for that matter the rest of the world, outperform. And the basic economics will tell you, or will tell us, all of us, that anytime supplies actually fall, prices are likely to go up, because there would be a rush for the scarce commodity. And diesel in the last window are costly, even though crude on the world market outperform. And like I said, most of the BDCs, about 90% of the consumption that we have, finished product, almost extra about from what do you call the outside the country, and your crude. So if you look at the movement of the prices of diesel from the last window to the current window, and it has gone up because of the shortage of supply that Russia, the part of Russia that is supposed to always come into the market, that is not coming, and the Acoso. So when I saw a projection by one of the oil NGOs suggesting that prices should be coming down between 8 and 4%, frankly, my heart jumped, because I knew that that was a misleading statement to actually make, because it is not crude that we buy into the country, it is the finished product. So even though the crude on the world market would have gone down, you should also be checking, has the finished product gone down or gone up or remain same? Then you can make your projection. So that was the issue that actually confronted all of us. But the truth of the matter is that on the world market, now finished products, the prices are also. But petrol, apart from kakra, the price of petrol on the world market came down a little. But Mami Enter and KBB, you see, two things mainly affect the push of the price of these products. One is their prices on the international market, and then two is the exchange rate. So if the price actually reduces, but the exchange rate of the CD depreciated against the dollar, you are likely not to see the impact, because the two and driving the price. Okay, and then another critical component that has come into the fray now that used not to be there is the cost of transport. And also, for some unexplained reason, it keeps going up when you speak to the BDs. And the present dynamics, and that's straightforward. That's why we, on our part as NPA, we are speculating on changes of prices at all. We just want you to go there because the commodity and its pricing public, and yes, you go and hide somewhere and buy something. So when you go to buy from a source, we know how much you bought it. We know how much it costs you to get the dollar to go and bring it. We know how much it costs you to transport the product into the country. Then together we can determine how much you should be selling the product. And to share the amended act of the NPA in 2015, which now took pricing away from NPA and gave it to the private sector. What NPA is supposed to always do is that to ensure that the prices are fairly determined and the consumer is not shortchanged or overcharged or overpriced. And so that is what we basically do. So, Ms. Reka, it's not that straightforward that because crude has actually come down, then automatically the prices of the product should be coming down. And yes, that's straightforward.
Mr. Kudus, say it's not straightforward. But the arguments that has been advanced on most occasions, and they say there's one variable that is beyond the control of anybody, that is the world market price. And indeed, OSHA, the last pricing window before this one, crude was selling at about $124 per barrel. In the last few weeks, in the run-up or in the lead-up to latest pricing window, we had seen a significant drop to about $116 per barrel. Now, it's further dropped to $113 per barrel. And as a Ghanaians are confused kakra because definitely when the price of crude reduces, the ex-refinery price also should reduce slightly because of gains as far as purchasing crude is concerned. And as an explanation out there, Ghana for say, confused kakra.
Okay, my main entry because the data I have, the price of crude for the last window of
the middle of
June was 122 US dollars, 122.72.
Yeah,
that was the price of crude per barrel. And this latest window that we are now seeing a different pricing regime, 121.77. So, and yes, significant from 122 to 121.
But I know will not be a true reflection of what the world market price is because before this particular pricing window, now a worldwide figure, Obianim said it was around 116 for Brent and 113 for WTI.
So now, well, I'm speaking from the data that my planning department regularly supplies us with.
Okay, very well.
There was a department that monitors this, and then so when you look at the newspapers, we even publish the price indicators. Okay. Every day we are publishing, and to share ABR, of the papers in front of you, either Finder, Times, Graphic, Chronicle, you would see that we publish the price indicators.
Okay.
As it is on the world market. So, and that is the same thing I have in front of me here.
Okay.
And it is, the changes were not that significant. But I'm saying that we observed that there was a slight drop.
Okay.
And that slight drop ordinarily should occasion a slight drop at the pump.
That's correct.
But like I explained, and permit me to really do more of the English and the Chi.
Okay.
Because I find a little comfort there.
Okay,
this change does not reflect at the pump because apart from the price out there, there are other variables that also adds up in the determination. That's why I mentioned the issue of the forex too. And the issue of forex has a significant and immediate impact, even than the price of the product on the international market. So when the two don't fall together, and one falls and one rises, particularly if the price on the international market falls, and then this one, the forex rises, it could take away the expected gain at the pump. But in this particular instance, at least fortunately for us, the CD has been fairly stable, even though marginally depreciated, not too significant. But I'm saying that there are so many variables that go into the determination of the price. A lot of the time, and currently as we speak, if you probably could even speak to these OMCs, particularly those who are having the pump stations and selling across, a lot of them currently are making losses.
Okay.
A lot of them are making losses. Most are even just breaking even because they don't want to get out of business. Because the cost of the product regularly is going up. And to be able to maintain your customers, you need to price at a certain level. And that is where I think deregulation has even helped us so well in this particular instance. Because the competition, the prices usually were determined by the NPA. And the people who come and say that, look, the prices are not good and then my margins are going down, I'm not getting anything in return, so please increase my margin for me. Just like labor would come to government and say that, look, things are not good, increase minimum wage. And then government will rush and increase. So NPA used to determine the margins that the OMCs were supposed to get in return for their investment. But since the deregulation, it is now they are in their hands to determine how much they should charge their margin. And because of the competition, they are careful not to be able to charge because everybody looks mostly up to well. If you sell beyond well, you might not get a customer. And I think the regulation has been a certain check on the prices at which it should have been going up, particularly on the level of their margin. So I just wanted to say that it is not straightforward that when crude comes down, automatically it comes, because a lot of the products that we consume in Ghana are finished products. And when you always check on the world market, the finished products, their pricing are also different from the crude. So you see oil, diesel is different, gas is different, petrol is different. If it was that we were having all the products actually refined in Ghana, then that is where we probably should be expecting a certain trigger. But we are not having the refinery in Ghana. And even with the refineries that we have in Ghana here, the capacity that they produce, at best, they can meet about 40% of our needs. So that's the dynamics here.
Mohammed Abdul Kudus, Medasi Anope for joining us on the Happy Morning Show. It's Mohammed Abdul Kudus, communications head of communications, NPA, National Petroleum Authority, or the Chichemukaka Ebre. This particular pricing window, no, you prices no across at the pumps. Sefa Dankwa, you better on the kakra. Say explanation in the atoasum fati.
Say the mechanism behind fan. Thank you. What can.
I
Okay.
just want to better means you to feel all car. There's no conversation.
Oh, that's how would you pass it or the water?
I heard some boy be say, between the you have fuel car be.
So,
but don't say you're going to
Sammy Shen, me say Sammy Shen, them go for. I'm betting me as I do. It is about you're talking the kakra na yenso ajibedi so you're still watching the Happy Morning Show.
Yento ade dia na ye hyase every fie na ye hyase every fie dia na make I say music, magic and comedy. MMC is back with a bang. Oh, say them here bang, you sure to me a bang no so ye masho. Sana be magic no on the 30th of July and say pepe.
And this Saturday, Saturday, 30th of July at Grand Arena, Music, Magic and Comedy is on one stage. Performing live will be Kiddy, Adina, Clemento Suarez, Kenny Black, and South African magician Regat. Tickets call for 100 Ghana cedis for single, 150 Ghana cedis for double, and baby tickets in Biatono, Airport Shell, Bachona, and Silverbird Cinemas. But more than say, also bit me as amount saka ticket be na Music, Magic and Comedy. The best show on 30th of July 2022. No, also no abusian for Babe can be. Bet me to tickets via mobile money or brow dial it. The code star 713 star 33 star 01 hash. Mamin Timobile star 713 star 33 star 10 hash. But more than Namamin Ka was it. This MMC is powered by Global Media Alliance and sponsored by HD Plus, South African Airways, Scent of Africa by Gandor Cosmetics, Rwand Air, Imperial Blue Whiskey, and Eddie's Pizza. Supported by Who Pro, Silverbird Cinemas, Fapapa Car Rentals, and Perception Management International. Media partners include YFM, Max 24 TV, CTFM, Pulse Ghana, Happy FM, ETV Ghana, Daily Guide, BNFT, NYDJ Live, Deborah Ghana, Web Plaza FM, and Radio Universe. You can't afford to miss this. But Bomading, Ghana, my one Musia Costa Rica, and so na okota mayonechi Costa Rica. The government of Ghana through the Ministry of Youth and Sports, the green light no ama City Gate Travel and Tour to organize a Ghana supporters Thai Black Princess at this year's FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup. Ewo Augustumu yebebo ewo Costa Rica. Ubetimi contact City Gate Travel and Tour for more details. Numbers no any this will be more than na fret na new money kita home 0209 011 115 050 777 373 0257 516 167. Citygate Travel and Tour, your gateway to Costa Rica, America. A partner you can trust. Now, Oko Citygate, dear, but what the answer is can out the Citygate, no. Obetimi edi ebi atuba ebi said ebeya ufri Costa Rica ba na o samba be show branasia wani hu anya ohancho na wontam wo kura emfa nkuta enkoyala la sule la nkopache se obi ma 2000 because economy mu no obuzo obi 100 cedis kwa na yem se onu e ba betena do anwuma so da bi e this is seven country se bo modern for sika bra fa be dan wo na wo nchiro kwankwan be fa so a wo sika no odi besie enya so mfa so na wetimi edi abo bra dachi bi enti enei hwe no wan tra ho anka se egobi because ye nyina ye nim se egobi is never a plan udi egobi sa no edi mfie aduosun ene aduowotwe na afi uwo mu ana wo kon na wantimi amobra papa bia amfa anya nchirima da bia ntra ho nyesa bomodia ne EDC eni nkita ho na busom se kwan ba na betimi di music ato a emfa so betimi abaso obetimi akwa ba fontin tankese www.ecobank/SWAM www.ecobank/SWAM na watimi akwa complete investment application form no and I say obetimi afre EDC ewa homa trufo iso 0302 634 165 and I say what's up abai obetimi asende bi e de akọ number iso 0595 235065 to get started. With EDC, financial independence is possible. Egobi is never a plan. Maminka na yanko CBG akache. Na yeko CBG akache dia. Na jese CBG seven countries ene bomodian bra. Na oba hwa ye chero kwankwa befa so a. Wa nyonkofo no abusuafo wa konta wa langajwa uchochuro muchobi a wa amano no sika bi odebe ma no bia no
oba CBG a ye wo all remittance services a unsa betumi aka MoneyGram ho, Western Union ho, Ria Money Transfer ho, Small World, Unity Link, Transfast, ATL Money Transfer, EZ Remit, and Pay Angel ni nyina ewo ho a unsa betumi aka bi na ska dia ma no wafa. All of these platforms ni nyina no unsa ebetumi aka CBG nkwa ne all of these are oba sika bi say Kazakhstan kra na dis kana ma no wafri a unsa betumi aka CBG 0302 216 000 name men ka wo say efia de atwa mu no se wo kọ CBG aso ye bia na wonkuta Ghana card a enya de a ebetimi ne wo edi dwuma wo nti bomodin ana kai aha na we no dem di twato no yenya ye nua baako ai open edan single room self-contained, and as a single room with a porch and a bathroom. Baby, I can hear Mammo be Pig Farm, Accra, Newtown, and a Kukumlimle. Number bit me a fan wa friend and page and Sembia 0247 934394 and 0201 007776. Mr. Wa so what sad bia any dear numbers am a boss way fa na fre na any ninkita home na ye kwa unso betimi afa so a obeboan eja ton de no aha ne de sie
I'm very up to speed with Nyama Ekoso ewo dwaso se fa mpacho me pese o retrieve statement bi emame na enra I think say UTAG almost omode omadwenche ebae on IMF nsensem no na statement omode bae no na almost omoche omadwen efa engagement ebekoso a na anka omohwe nim say almost ombetumi participate in the ebekoso no eti obetumi prepare a press statement mama me na mene eti for etumi a share what aban pese oye in the next few months. The next few months, the government of Ghana I expect to say on IMF opinion for better engagement. Send Ghana betumi enya balance of payment support. Now, as our balance of payment support, is supposed to help aban say and a commitment as far as payment of principals any interest or betumi a bridges a gap and we are told okupiemo IMF so there na debt restructuring kakra beba send aban betumi enya space kakra or betumi me take care of Nehemiah, so to me take care of our country, and also they are expecting say, the estimation of the Minister of Information or say some $2 billion and Esika motion him say on betumi aje from the IMF. What is UTAG saying, Sifa?
UTAG the press statement and a krata at the ababetuja na press statement na say krata no etifi semuni a press statement on the expected engagement between Ghana and the IMF. Na mame boso nsem mo boso no nimpomponso so enson eso krata no omode betu dwa no krata famie no ti de edikan no mame nhyase na me mahwefo ne atiefo womo entimom see the University Teachers Association of Ghana UTAG has cited the statement from the Ministry of Information with reference dated 1st of July 2022 and signed by the Honorable Minister of Information, Kojo Pankroma, in which the President of Ghana has authorized the Minister of Finance, Kanu Foriata, to commence formal engagement with the International Monetary Fund, IMF. Typically, that's point 2, typically an IMF program may result in fiscal discipline, which aims at cutting down on excessive expenditures by the government and may help the government to focus on revenue generation to propel the economy to a path of stable or steady growth. 3. It is important to note that between 1966 and 2015, Ghana has been to the IMF 16 times to seek support to address the country's economic problems. Indeed, within the Fourth Republic and over the last 30 years, this will be the 6th time that the country is going to the IMF for support. This means that
On average, Ghana seeks support of the IMF every 5 years, averagely, to address its economic problems. Therefore, it is safe to deduce that resorting to the IMF all the time is not a sustainable way of dealing with the country's economic problems. Consequently, the country cannot continue to resort to the IMF for support every now and then. Bill, also as a labor union that trains and produces the nation's workforce, including those involved in providing the requisite policies for economic growth and development in the country, UTAG would have preferred government to seek homegrown solutions to our economic woes. This is premised on our recent unpleasant history of previous engagements with IMF. We thus feel uneasy with the government's decision given its potential negative impact on UTAG members and by extension public sector workers and its repercussions on the operations of public universities. 5. As an association whose membership includes some of the best and world-class experts across all sectors of our economy, we think that the time has come to comprehensively diagnose the root causes of the recurring problems that always lead us to the IMF and proffer solutions that can permanently address the problems. We need someone a UTAG for one more bobo. So now the chat on say we wish to state that the government of Ghana must ensure that the conditions subsequent to the support will not disadvantage the conditions of service of labor, including UTAG. In particular, UTAG will not tolerate. In particular, UTAG will not tolerate any IMF conditionality that negatively affects the existing agreement between government and UTAG to improve the conditions of service of our members.
Very important point.
Yes.
Professor Solomon Nunu, National President of UTAG. Prof, about Happy Morning Show no so no pay.
Yeah, na wa pom se san.
Nyame adom Prof. Prof, yanko twi ana yanko brofo.
Me a bebo our listener.
Okay, very well, very well. Prof, what the statement tintin aba. Now before I be share komo twitwe na se no, ma me be say o make you reference to the point say mo ye ekua motumi training policy makers any omo amu take decision e wa ban mo. Obeka say over the past 30 years ye call IMF ye ban no omo amu training omo no omo disappointing mo na.
The main kind is I'm disappointed here because ube training will be na identify to ho say yenye adi say na say oka say yenye ni say na ne obehra implementation and anya ne masenia identify na ato ho no ma ube hu say at the end of the day yin me nka say blame you say which is how they to ho ne ni students say o fault ana yam fa ne say all they are to happen so say me doctor ni ma me draw say ni panenfa me say on fair draw ni say okodu fi a say me ha was say me hu ti me torment me no me draw ni say mum ana me no draw na ma me dey nti me no na no say wi anyomre me nso me no na once a day nti ni na na gina ntutu ye de beto honom no, are we able to put in the right measures and are we able to implement it as expected? A honum the problem never they are any and so on.
Okay, Prof. Prof, also more world-class experts across all sectors of the economy. I mean, more world-class experts, no, or independently, have they been able to diagnose the problem of the economy? Government after government, the comprehensive proposal according to government in government and pay attention to Anna.
So ube huwa sa ejumedie tisa no MPP na eya na akwa ba ne se aban na beka se me ni tia wei ana wei na o memrehe enye ejumeyi mame ba se eba.
Hello, Prof. Prof, I say you lose you kakra. If you can, over to me, I go back to previous points now.
Okay.
Yeah.
The American say in the infant say yeah, world class experts.
Yeah.
But all you who say okay because of that world class experts, a boy be doing on pay or no. Na rather no be call for obia untimi hwe wadwuma emma. Sa no untimi enka say o blame you tag members say me am the right person. Ube decide and you betimi akere say we are now we need betimi ahwe yes adwuma ya ma. Na emom no so ka say ni pay we nso betimi aye enti. Me fa mo no na onye ne saa eno no de emoa. Enti ne yen ka na say ye nyina ye sinkonya ne ntma se ne enkasa. And will bring the right people to the table. They can make valuable inputs.
Beyond this press statement, Amodi Abano, my official presentation, I'm about say, some IMF discussions here, Bekosono, and engagement, Bekosono, mo pese mo participate ana.
Obenwa it's early days yet. 1st July near the betul that say YPC call IMF and Kujo upon Kroma a release statement. That was on a Friday. It's Friday release, Monday release statement I can't. We've contacted behind the scenes. Into here means as binding to say better happen also send a bear a bit to me SCM meaning a din como into a 1 year.
Prof, our statements, Mono, Mukasa, possible conditionalities that IMF Edibeba, and you are quite emphatic, sir. You hope, sir, conditionalities ebebano, enya dia, ebetume affecting conditions of service. Obetume churches apart num kakra ama etie for Ghana for.
Okay, Ubenwa in earlier statements, me can be say. Ye be person ka ban dem ye sin konya se ne be ya ye nyina ye ba ben kromo aka se ni se na ntoso na ekwa ebeboa le mom na ye hwese fa ban so be bi mi ametumi aye me bibia na so se ono an kasa ekwa akoye ne ope bia dia ene hwen so se okwa akoye ontoto ya onhwe a obeye ntoto ya ebe affect Ghanaian workers inti eno ne ye atudwa ye ka se entutuye bia ebeye bia ewo eyese ye ade a edi ye bie bebre ye mindful.
Yeah, can say teacher unions 4 have declared indefinite strike. Na cost of living hun sensem intina omo cost strike. Mwankasa as UTAG no mo consider plans say mo so mo beto like the line of the 4 teacher unions and I say as despite the fact say inflation figures no echo high in any no we are comfortable into mo here kola no.
So over here at the beginning of the year you target for strike and it also has to do with the cost of living, conditions of service. Na employee my NME for strike in January this year. And it's over when near teacher other teacher unions you target the kind yebi. And she say na ebia a client woman so enya client say ebi almost so be here now my ebi send a be a buying bit yomo. Yatina supem and mimi the mimi who say they have the right to do that because waketiane on sense enko year. It was so to me train me for far away jumana which they think say we see me say mommy and ebe boami. Inti Memeka say they are on the right path, they are doing the right thing, and we support what they are doing. But UTAG as a union, no Sobekaya January, we did a similar thing, and then we came to some agreements. Inti for now, no, is those agreements near say they implemented our agreements, no. Semi Jina Heya Meno Kasano PED, UTAG in taking decisions say they will join the strike for the cost of living allowance.
Prof, Mwangasa, money abai echo discussions no abai mo agree on there maybe as we speak no sa agreements now mo ye no mo fruits of negotiations motumiko mana has it started to bear fruits?
Yes, so far abai has honored their side of the bargain that they are doing it. Some ebien so honoma afi na time about this one I was almost here normal year to see a book and research allowance. Yenina ya ka se ombetia na August this year. If they say you will July, we are all monitoring the processes. Ahesemi ebeya yebetimi ahwe amyetia. there may be also a akem no ya track for kai almost say o say ni say dia akem enti ye hwese oberhe no akeka ho aye sa niema na amaye enti yes engagements are ongoing because we can now agree on something and know one thing making sure that on sabeka agreement now why you know say another thing and they say in implementation and you go so yeah ho adwuma.
Prof, you didn't come to channel by you know. Obi send me message here. Or say, according to say UTAG more interest in IMF discussions are ekoswa mo say more experts across sectors of the economy. Mo pese mutina sa meeting num mutina sa engagement no na mo so mo chere mo adwe no. Mo pese mo ko rem wo ho se na be ya mo be protect mo ankasa mo interest in terms of agreements money government aye se na be ya a decision be on be taken no e affect mo agreement amoye and also odwen ho sen ase mo person mo protecting mo ankasa mo ade you want to be part of the engagement to see everything
there be cry yes I cry as a union debia na niema ye nyina ye hese ne be ya ibetini aboa ye man Ghana ama Ghana etumpo it was there agenda nima na yes ye hwenese the BBC abana fe woni bia ebetimi bia boa aden ye nso nkonko so abana sene ne mo an was akwan so enti ejidi sesa na eno no ne ama se ye take decision na ye take obehu a normally in the past you tag you tag about out say national issue BSC or ka ho ase and yes say condition of service pen ye adwene ho ye nso ehu ne se expertise I want let's put it to the disposal of the government and the citizenry.
Professor Solomon Nuno, yadasi anope se wa join here on the Happy Morning Show.
Yo, that's it.
It's Professor Solomon Nuno, a president, University Teachers Association of Ghana, or a national president, and also the inchichimo about a press release and omode baye na in the wisdom of UTAG no almost say UTAG almost say IMF there yakosa sisi ane there ebehia say omuso a omo nimdie omo world class experts omo training some of these policy makers in there no it's high time omo do input eba Senebeya, you better me get to the root cause of your problems and see the way forward. Fati, Utah Ghana Monto no more say.
I find it quite refreshing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, UTAG is no mean a body, and as a Wanka so Makano, they are the experts in these issues, and they train people like the helm of affairs to say money. So of course they would have a wealth of knowledge Aban Betumi tapping into. And for the fact that Omwanga said to me sorry and reach out to Aban say we are here and we are ready to help, we are ready to support, because all of us need to be involved as Ghanaians UCN na yenya benefit in as much as part of their letter no kasa about omankasa so well-being as UTAG members the greater good is for the Omani. It would be unfortunate if government does not take the opportunity. We know say Abai, and it is not about this current government, but we know say most of the time Abai diope and I say Abai esijina or the nice from here say this is what I want to do, so they will do. Into the AB puana or mumitia, the omubeka nenya de abayamba fa the obeso ye na obeye. Fair enough, but at least that meeting must happen. There could be something. Even if this is the line my person 2 hours na there is nothing we can do to change it. There is something going forward that makes me applique free more. ABI in the next 4 years, Yes, I IMF, because I know say it is whatever it is that whatever solutions or mocha command. I don't think they bet me take effect immediately and change things immediately. And there is no harm.
Zefa, quickly before I call for break, Maras was able to call for break. But quick thoughts on this one. A lot of people have said you drew maybe as a nation now. you involve academia heavily in your governance, no? Because who are experts or more fisheries, because it's an aquaculture department, who are experts are more in there on law, just say constitutional matters, who are experts are more in there on education.
Virtually every aspect. Of the sector.
It's a high time, the contribution of academia. You to me involve you more in your politics now. Now say there's the fear say system no Daniel into politicians and then they lose some big brain now.
Two things are running in my mind right now. When you said the politics, said the iron, and yes, I know what say. So you see, when some of these people in academia want to even help, because because of the fear of being colored with the particular political parties, but that's not how it is supposed to be. The politicking and governance should be an interlinked thing. Governance is not just by in other advanced countries, you realize that they depend a lot on some of these academic institutions. Until somebody has found something, then government goes in, the government tells you, so, okay, look, this we think will help this group of people, so we want to invest in that. That's how it is supposed to be. But in our case, it's not been like that because of the way. I mean, the other time you were mentioning about tribal politicking in this country. It's NPP or it's NDC. But I think it is high time. It was said academia. One more to say because of the fear. No more dom eba abai no mo said the bear because yeah.
I think one of the discussions in the coming days, we have to pick up. We look at the role of academia and your politics. And so some have said, we've seen very fine professors, very fine professors. You clearly cannot see the impact of professors.
And another conversation
we'll engage Prof again.
Yeah.
Naya Gina Jincher on this particular discussion because it's very, very important. You better call for a short break. When we return, the Happy Morning Show continues. We are live on Happy 98.9 FM. We are also live on ETV Ghana. We are live on our Facebook pages. Oko ETV Ghana on Facebook is streaming live. Oko Happy FM. Yeah, Facebook page, so we are streaming live. This is Ghana's #1 morning show, the Happy Morning Show. We'll go for a short break. When we return, the show continues. Welcome back from the break. This is the Happy Morning Show. Now, Jimediano, Yashasi at around 5:30. Thanks for staying with us. Now, 9 o'clock, now, a lot of issues have been on the plate this morning, and right from your discussions on Ghana card homes and some challenges at Ghana for faces Omoko registration centers. Nina, you do home what you made so and pay pricing petroleum, why the prices have gone up at the pump. Nina opinion for Edin Chichimo a prayer. UTAC so at the statement by say government this time around IMF now more kono said to me hold the discussions then and some discuss here again cases is here no pictures have come in, videos have come in showing us areas are flooded because of downpour. Accra experienced it this morning. I think it's been some 2 hours of downpour. Of course, a lot of issues and Osha Sena Jumediano Bana over to me who say this picture, as you can see, the area in front of the Achimota Mall. So this is the main Accra and Sawam highway. The Accra and Sawam highway. It's submerged in flood water. It's this is what we are seeing at the moment. It's flooding in Sensem. If you know you are living around in Sawam, over towards Accra, please take your time. Mansiono enjoy completely now. Flood waters no embar form and sana which one amusa ubakrum. It's as much as possible. The motorists should try to avoid flooded roads just to stay safe. I know any message kakra yadebre etie for. But 4 teacher unions almost share him say nanka buying betumi abo amo as far as cost of living allowance are concerned no na sa 4 teacher unions na share him say buying betumi ehidi to calls for cola before deadline among sa de tuja until they had said say before June 30 there nanka say buying to make sure say why efforts are obetuamu 20% cost of living allowance because almost a nemamo ayating. I know I'm the statement by Sefa Bebre concluding part of that statement, no, but National Association of Graduate Teachers (NAGRAT), Ghana National Association of Teachers (NAT), Coalition of Concerned Teachers (CCT), and the Teachers and Educational Workers Union. Almost 4 no. And I'm decided to say indefinite strike. So far, concluding part of our statement, no, almost the end of our concerns.
Me concluding part in the crowd, but me born to tough said the bear. Yeah. After 4 years for better, I see any and pompons on say Mokaya and Chebia and some of these teachers and other unions on the Babontin said the near Mark on the was buying to me a more cost of living allowance. Said the bear or more assistant a bit to me, I juju, a dear momo. Now, some of the teacher unions, no, Esha buying say June 12 when can be ended now buying on home audience will be to me a 2 years a day among Esan said, Tinie, Esan said, not buying anyone with the kind acco, a yentia CMO, a catch room say, and a fear 12 moon, you better market to mu or how much timu and 9, now feel ya 2 more how much timu and soon to know. Now, Omuntimin qua Bango can't rabbi say, or more a year a catua and 2 mu a bill, and Tiniano Muhian say, on the catcher buying the cost of living allowance. Not just for I feel we pay. And yadi about better than half a ball. Say near ma at to turn out then a ban meets me is idea never. No more buying ultimatum 30th of June 2022. It drew on a buying and to me and to one among BNT and Ra a 4th of July 2022. And I saw 4 teacher unions, no. One more and as a 4 unions no day. One December 2 dry, one more stress said the head drone day. One more at here. And yadia. Womu ebeko asuku dem akwa kochra de ena womu ye enwuma e wo suku nu mu no nso enya de a wombeko suku nu mu akoye eye enwuma na womu ni pompons ni se womu kachra ban se amamra no a ye di bu oman no e kire se aban no befa kwanuasa so abo womu wo oman no mu no womu ho ban amomatumi adiye nti se de aye de aban entumi ema womu a womu tu oman no mu no womu ense de ni ye de a womu enso emu ayo omode ma ban ni so mbeti atua nti enra omo hye atua tie na se na kire se uko sukuu mu a enya ade abehu a kire fo ho a omo kire mo fra na de the tintin ni tie wa mu ana no re
Sefa ya ka say na Ghana Education Service so at the statement to ja enra after say omo so omode omo call no eba ye na I think say no so a statement fati edebebre.
Okay. Ghana Education Service response joint press conference by leadership of NAT, NAGRAT, CCT and TEO. Say management of the Ghana Education Service has read from the media that the various unions in the pre-tertiary education sector have declared withdrawal of their services with immediate effect. Management has since invited the leadership of the unions to a meeting to discuss the development and way forward. Heads of senior high schools have been directed through the regional and district directors to mobilize their management teams to ensure the safety and well-being of all students in schools. Meanwhile, parents are advised to remain calm and be assured that management is closely monitoring the situation and will advise on the way forward accordingly. Regional and district directors have further been directed to ensure that basic school heads keep schools open and closely supervise all children who report to school pending further directives from management of GES. Signed, Cassandra Chumampofo, Head, Public Relations Unit.
Very well. Sefa, discussions are also there, but maybe quick thoughts on this strike. No, Sefa, it is indeed worrying. With the kind of salaries most of these teachers are also homogeneous. Na anka shade him say earlier calls say they were looking for some 20%, 15 to 20% increment in salary and omo base pay no. Na aban eka say mobema omo 4 for 2021 and then 7 for 2022 no. Nanka ye him say at least no. Nanka eno betumi akushing teachers ne kakra, but ewo May Day celebrations no ye nyina te say TUC boss e ka say aban enhwe na onfa cola embre on introduce cola say ne be ya public sector workers no onbenya cushion kakra because times are really hard for them. Na sefa o kind statement teachers na de buy na dia almost say times are really hard, excruciating pain, and I'll go through because social inflation rate we are talking about some 27%,
26.7.
Their salary, no, just say in drew levels, maybe to me a boy it's a say about to me sure. So almost purchasing power, ne dear, just say inflation addition na it's a buying share na on board more. It's a way any asema on mode to job, but if I I think that teacher unions, no, they are not being fair to government. And why do I say this? Okay, I say COVID-19 by year, almost everything came to a standstill. Abanye kase na say still no, otua teachers ka, despite the fact that they were not going to the classroom in near no. Abanye yes and just to make sure say the teachers were not going to lose their livelihood at the time.
Yeah, of course.
And if at this particular point in time, abanye Eco IMF because they are broke. Aban Eco IMF because challenges kakra abba. Aban is trying to find a way to show up in the revenue in Niama. The teachers know very, very well, say, Aban is saddled with huge financial challenges. Why do you come up with such a threat at this time? Say, oh, they all cause strike because Yama Ukola. So far, as I'm no, because look, Aban catcher say, baby, you do know, a burden sharing. Because times are hard. It's not lost on Aban say indeed. Inflation and cost is affecting the purchasing power of every single Ghanaian. It is not as if private institutions are increasing the salaries of their staff. Everybody is saddled with one challenge or the other. And this I can say, we are burden sharing. If Aban is going to IMF today to go and negotiate for funds, and teachers feel say this is the best time for them to go on strike, asking for cola. It's rather unfortunate. And I think that these teachers want to hold government to ransom because they know, say, more numbers.
Yeah.
And when they demonstrate, Sana, when they go on strike, Sana, it would compel government to immediately react. But look, government cannot react at this point in time. Government cannot meet their demands at this point in time. And I'm expecting government to call their bluff. If they don't want to teach, fine, they should stay at home. And government should make sure, say, when they are staying at home,
they don't get paid.
Government should not pay them.
Yeah.
Because this is gross insensitivity for teacher unions who are displayed. Gross insensitivity of the highest order.
Me, I could not agree more with you because look, it's not as if CBA Abino has the capacity to. I'm somebody who is always speaking for teachers.
Yeah.
I have brothers who are teachers, and I know the conditions, and I know what they're going through. But the point must be made, say. Look, I want to know for Mubi.
Yes.
No. Just imagine. So TUC's suggestion. TUC's suggestion. It was a suggestion.
Yes.
It was a plea to government, taking into consideration your current state of affairs within the economy. In any case, say TUC, if TUC makes that suggestion. Also, many other stakeholders, what do I say? Now, from the 4 teacher unions, they say they've written letters upon letters to the Labour and Finance Ministry. Say, hold
that thought, Mami. So, King Ali Awudu, or your president, Coalition of Concerned Teachers. I mean, Mr. Awudu, Mema happy morning show, no so pay. Mr. Audu, government say 7% base pay increment public service and joint standing negotiating committee or more agree on no kicking in July. And you be a moyanti say more salaries no and I'm base pay no to me cost by 7% ana.
I question I would be saying excuse my language, but it simply means to say you have not abreast yourself with issues of labor. It's just as simple as that. Because this 7% you're asking about, a salary increment for 2022, that was agreed in 2021.
Has it kicked in?
implement
That is the question I asked
in January 2022. That has been, I mean, and yeah, dear, I feel in July and which other thing. Yeah, dear, it was negotiated in 2021. To be, in fact, in 2021, we two things were negotiated. We negotiated 4% for the year 2021. Government citing COVID as an excuse. At the meeting, Honorable Kenofuriata was there. In fact, the Chief of Staff herself, she came. The Minister of Employment were there. They spoke a lot about economic conditions, financial, system, the problems in the economy and all that. We agreed with them. Accepted 4% for 2021. We all know, say 4% in a year accepted, you know. And you are aware as a media that after leaders have gone and accepted the 4% for 2021, no, employees in this country got angry to the extent that we were attacked. You are aware, say some people formed an alliance when alliance with organization against organized labor and all that. At a point in time, if you don't know, go and ask the Ministry of National Security. The Ministry of National Security have to deploy security to our offices to protect us because we accepted 4%. In fact, in that meeting, the Minister of National Security himself invited us into a meeting with the TUC Secretary General and the leaders of all other unions there. I heard some people in your studio speaking out of their mouth. Sometimes,
Mr. Udu, hold on.
You don't run your mouth like that.
Mr. Udu, hold on.
Do that.
Mr. Udu, hold on. Mr. Udu, hold on.
Hold on.
Mr. Udu,
nobody should sit in the studio
no,
and
Mr.
think,
Mr. Udu, hold on. Mr. Udu, hold on. Hold on.
Mr. Udu,
hold on.
If you don't know genesis of issues, you keep
Udu.
quiet and you are scooped.
Mr. Udu, hold on.
Hold on. At the time that
Mr.
we
Udu, I
started
am conducting an interview, and I'm saying
nobody knew that.
Isaac, take him off the line. Isaac, if he's not ready to listen, take him off the line. The first question I asked him, they say, has the 7% kicked in? Simple question. If it's kicked in, it means that at least government to a certain extent, what an agreement or Obama 7% increase in base pay. Now that is one part of the discussion. Now you're asking for COLA because of conditions prevailing today. Let us deal with one part. Then we come to COLA. You're not ready to listen. You're attacking people in the studio for expressing more concerns. And the fact is, government is saddled with issues. Government in Isika.
What you are asking
government
for.
in Isika.
That's what I'm
saying.
And
so I don't see where his anger is coming from. Government doesn't have money. And so government is going to IMF to borrow. So if today teachers are demanding for COLA, why should government go and raise funds to pay this 20% to teachers and public sector workers? Look, today, if government pays teachers 20%, doctors, nurses, all of them will go on strike.
Of course.
Because they'll be demanding same. Does government have the capacity to foot this?
No. Government does not have the capacity as we speak.
You see, sometimes
we must be frank with ourselves.
Sometimes we have to be frank with ourselves.
We just have to be frank with ourselves.
These demands,
simple.
Government cannot
meet. It's not as if you're near the finance minister or catcher because your demand was for a 15% salary increment. And this is a carbon to me. I didn't want 15% and I'm farm as of that time. So at least say 7% not kicking in. It tells you say government is in one way or the other committed to ensuring say your standards of living. And I say said I'm saying say I'm one person who is always speaking for teachers because I'm coming from a family of teachers.
No, we understand the concerns of teachers.
We duly understand.
They are not well
but
paid.
let's put the issues into context as to whether government has the capacity as we speak now to provide or to even meet exactly that demand. It's I mean it's an open secret. When
COVID bad, did government say you are not going to classroom to teach? So yes, slashing with salaries.
No, nothing of that sort happened.
Nyame Adoma, Ochina Nopa, Yabeba, na better discussions. So God willing, tomorrow the Happy Morning Show returns on your screens and on your radio sets at 5:30 a.m. Anope Mamintia, Dr. Iraju Anunu, you are doing the watching. Join us tomorrow once again for another interesting edition. She's doing the watching. I mean, she's.
Do watching?
Okay, she's watching us this one. That is the program about. It's Dr. Iraju Anono. Thanks for joining us on the show. It's Nami Adoma, Otina Nopa, Fatih Shagwali, and Sefa Danko. I'm coming, sir. You better conversations, no so. Have a good day and stay safe out there because weather conditions need and you're the best. Happy morning show. Happy sports continues right after the Happy Morning Show.